morning, everybody. The morning show continues down the 7 o'clock hour. And now we are not only live on your radio, live on Q92radio.com. If you're streaming us, you can watch the show on Facebook, YouTube, and on X. Good morning, everybody. Great to have you with us. Appreciate it. What is a busy, jam-packed morning show. It has been since we started at 5:30. It continues this hour. Now, this hour, like I've been telling you, it's the last day, the final day to become a finalist for the His and Hers Brimstone bikes that we give away tomorrow morning. Powered by our friends at Stark Parks, your summer fun destination, and Brimstone Bicycles. Visit their online store today, brimstonebicycle.shop. And we're getting 3 finalists before we're done with the morning show this morning somehow. We're going to get one this hour with the Q to call, the 9 o'clock hour with the Q to call, and then with the people watching on Facebook, YouTube, and X, we're going to make one of you a finalist before we get out of here as well, right before 10 o'clock. We just need you to go over. Find that the live video of the morning show. It's on Facebook, YouTube, or X. Doesn't matter which platform you go to. Like the live video feed. And what rando emoji can we go with today? First thing comes to your head. First emoji.
I just draw a total blank. Pizza
emoji. That's all. We just got to know if you want to enter. Pizza emoji, like button. Boom. Maybe Lauren will pick you randomly at the end of the show. Make you a finalist. And if you are a bike finalist right now, tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, we call the winner. All right, what else is coming up on the show this morning? 8 o'clock hour, busy. We are giving away 4-day commuter passes to Country Fest while doing Your Call Wednesday. And at 8:30, we'll be talking to Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame. That's the 8 o'clock hour. 9 o'clock hour, besides the His and Hers Brimstone bikes that we are getting a finalist for. All right, around 9:15, we'll be talking live on the phone with Bert Kreischer, the Fully Loaded Comedy Festival coming to Canton on June 20th. We're going to be talking to him about that coming up around 9:15. And after that, we're going to make you really hungry.
Oh, my gosh.
Georgia Paxos, our good friend of the show, she's going to be in here talking about the Greek Fest. The Canton Greek Fest is here.
And she always brings
She
goodies.
does always bring goodies with her. Love her. Sweetheart. Can't wait to talk to her again. I love that it's that time of year. We got the Greek Fest. We're going to be talking about the 9 o'clock hour as well. So as you can see, guests, prizes, all kinds of stuff. Whew, I think I got everything.
What are we doing for the Country Fest?
I don't know, because we have an interview and we have your call. So I don't know how we're going to fit a big game in.
We'll see. Let me use my brain.
And stay on time.
I don't know.
That's the thing. Oh, man.
Teamwork makes the dream work, Christian.
There's a lot I want to get into, especially this hour. Definitely want to talk about the awesome night last night at Hall of Fame Village.
Oh, yeah.
With our first cruise in. We're going to talk to that. Lauren was there. Jake was there. Keller was there. It was awesome. And we're going to get into that this hour because we need to talk about it because it was awesome. So all that coming up this morning. It's 7:12. It's Tommy Richmond. It's $1 Million Baby. It's Q92. I've told this story too. I watched a DJ get his ass lit up at my friend's wedding. And I know the girl. I've known her forever. She is not the one to mess with. She is one of the nicest, most loving people in the world, unless you cross her.
That's my sister-in-law. She'll go right for you.
They specifically told the DJ, you do not play the chicken dance at our wedding. Now, they're paying you.
And then they hear that.
Bro decided he was going to play the chicken dance, and she chose violence.
Yeah.
And I watched him in the hallway getting eviscerated. And
Good.
I was just like, I want to be like,
she's a paying client.
No, I agree. You paid. If
yes.
you went through that list, you planned it. This is her wedding.
Right. This wasn't like house music. This was she sought you out and gave you instructions, and you did not follow them.
You a check.
Correct.
Yeah. No, I did not blame her at all.
Yeah.
When I tell you, I thought that man was going to tear up.
Good. Maybe he learned his lesson.
And I wanted to go up to him like, bro, I could have told you she's not the one. She's not the one to decide you're going to make an executive decision.
Yeah.
I'll bet he followed rules the rest of his DJ career.
Yeah.
Because I remember walked out the hallway to go pee, and I was like,
See, and I would have been mean, but I'm more like that person that kind of like just, I hate to say it, I can be passive aggressive when I'm upset.
There was no beating her. No, she's not the girl who beats around the bush.
My sister-in-law could have made him give her a full refund. after her verbal tongue
I
lashing.
think she hit him with a folding chair. And
It's
finally,
like WWE.
these are great questions.
I know.
These are hard-hitting questions.
Our brains are so weird. Why are we?
There's a show on Prime called Upload where they put their brain on like a memory card and they live in like a sim-like life. What the hell? What? Another one. There's a same. Oh, what happened? My text line just went. There we go. Yeah, there's a show on Prime. I know. Listen, I haven't watched that yet. Never heard of that, but I'll look into it. That's interesting to me. Very interesting to me. Where we're going to go in the future with technology and will we be able to live forever? Would you want to?
I mean, as long as I'm not like super decrepit. I mean, they can kind of preserve or slow down the aging process.
Oh, you want to play? Whoa, questions like whoa. Here's a question.
Okay.
If they invented it, all right? If they invented it, listen, it is done. You can see for yourself. We can upload your brain, your consciousness. We can put it all on a computer. Then we can put you in whatever, and you can live forever. However they can do it, you can live forever.
Yeah, but if you're uploading me to a computer, am I going to have emotion?
So I say consciousness, all of it. They could find a way to if they could find a way. Would you had the option. Would you wait until you're like old and decrepit, or would you be like, you know what? Let's do it now in my 40s. I'm still very functional. Everything's good.
Yeah, but you could even push that to the 50s and try and give yourself some natural.
I'm just saying. Would you be like, you know what? I'm going to wait till in my 90s and I'm close to death to do it, or would you be like, do it now?
Well, no, because when do they clone you? At the age you are when they clone you?
Listen, I'm asking some weird ass questions. I don't have any answers.
Well, I know, but that's fine. That's why.
I'm just saying, like,
why we're the show we are, because we always have weird questions,
crazy ass stuff. I'm just trying to figure out, like, if they invented that, like, you can live forever, start whenever.
Yeah.
Are you starting when you're old? Like, I mean, truly old, like, you know what I mean? Like old, or you'd be like, no, man, do it now. Someone says until the server crashes. That's true.
Oh my god.
Someone could hack you.
That's true. Is that like getting a cold or a flu
Someone
virus?
could hack you. I feel like we're all doing like hallucinogenics right now. We're all just
but is that like your cold or flu?
Did we just drop LSD together? What?
Is that like your cold or flu?
What do you mean?
You just got some antivirus to get better? Like if you are a computer in the future and blah, 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 and you get hacked, is that like having the equivalent of having a cold or a flu and you've got to take antivirus to...
I think if you were a computer, I could hack you and make you do crimes. Make you murder people.
That's true.
Make you walk around, punch people in the face. Somebody
said without a brain, you can't have consciousness. I agree with that. So it could be really chaotic.
We don't know that though. It's crazy to think about.
And then what if we do
knows?
this and the people that are like not cloned yet realize that we're all trying to like self-destruct the world because we don't have consciousness? And then all of a sudden it becomes a battle of the humans versus the whatever.
Subhumans, the cyborgs.
Right.
if heaven's really just space? And we all go to like, you know what I mean? Because some people think we were sent here from another planet, another universe.
Yeah, but I've never been like I came from outer space.
No, because that's not as glamorous as saying I was sent here by the Lord, whichever God you pray to. It's fine.
Right.
You know, I would think about stuff like, what if we really are? What if this is a simulation?
I don't know. I've never really
What
thought
if
about
we
it
are
like that before.
Sims?
I don't think it's that.
Is it that much crazier to think that than think that a man made us
What do you think this
from
is
the
like?
clouds?
So, in essence, you think this is like a much bigger version of the Truman Show?
Vastly, yeah. I don't know. These things I don't know. I can't. The problem is none of us can really answer any of these questions until we die.
Right.
Like there's no one can come back to give us the answers. Like, yeah, no, it's this, or no, it's just this.
But there have been all those people that have had near-death experiences that say they see the Lord. You don't believe them?
They say that.
You don't believe them?
I'd like to speak personally to someone who's like, yeah, I saw this. You know what I mean? This is what I saw.
Yeah.
It's clouds. Everyone gets wings. Everyone's chilling. Everyone's groovy.
And Christian, that buffet doesn't exist.
My heaven, that would be my heaven. Just an endless buffet of all the foods I like. I don't know. It's just I think about weird things like that.
Yeah.
Where do we really come from?
Well, because
how did humans really
I do doubt the
begin
buffet.
to exist on this earth?
I know.
These are wormholes I go down.
I know.
Or rabbit holes, not wormholes, but wormholes
Well,
in space.
it's because you're thinking about space.
Yeah. I mean, how did this planet begin creating life and living things?
Are you kidding me right now?
What?
You know how this world began.
We know what we were told. None of us were here.
But life has to come from something.
Yeah, yeah. You need carbon. You need well, for us, for life, for oxygen. You need oxygen. But how did it start? Did it really start with two people and an apple?
I mean,
Do you believe that?
I do.
Two people just showed up?
No, I believe that God made man and God made woman.
Just made one.
Yeah, and he put them together so that they would populate the earth.
Then wouldn't there be a little bit of...
What do you believe in dinosaurs?
Oh, yeah, I believe in dinosaurs.
You believe that we evolved though, like an evolution?
I don't know.
Because again, life has to come from life.
I don't know
how did
how the
that
dinosaurs
first
got.
life form happen?
These are great questions.
I know, it's deep.
Great question. I
Deep.
don't know. We weren't the only thing that were created. I'm saying, is there a chance maybe we were placed here?
By God, yeah.
But maybe what we think is God is actually people from another universe.
An alien? Are you trying to tell me a spaceship
I
buzzed by and they're like,
I don't know.
this looks like a good spot. Beam them down.
I don't know what I believe. So later on this hour, going to hear that cue to call for the His and Hers Brimstone Bikes to make you a finalist on the final day to do so. So listen, be caller number 10, get in the running, and maybe we'll call you tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock and tell you got to come down and pick up, or you got to go get some bicycles. Some awesome Brimstone bicycles in time for summer. Thank you again to our friends at Stark Parks, your summer fun destination, and Brimstone Bicycles. You can visit their store right now at brimstonebicycles.shop. So that, speaking of bicycles, no real segue here. Yesterday, Hall of Fame Village.
Oh.
We kicked off the Q92 Hall of Fame Village cruise-ins. We talked a lot about it, man. A lot of hard work went into planning this between the village and us here at Q92.
Yeah.
And it all came to fruition yesterday with the first one. And to say it was awesome would probably be an understatement, Lauren.
Yeah, it definitely would be. I will say people started showing up. So we didn't start till 5. I got there about 3:30. Jake was already there. And there was already by 3:30, 4 o'clock, probably 40 or 50 cars that had rolled in. And it was an hour before it was supposed to even really kick off.
You know what's cool? And Jake, I definitely want to hear from you, obviously, because you were there working, and Lauren, you were there as well. And you two are two of the people that worked the hardest to get this things ready. Hats off to both of you. But it was just like we hoped. I was looking at some of the pictures. Every kind of car you wanted was there.
Yep.
The new stuff, the futuristic stuff, the classic stuff.
Yep.
Everything we envisioned when we want to put this together, it seemed happen. And that is so awesome. Everyone got it, understood what we were trying. It was just a celebration of everything.
It was. Well, and some people were like, I remember when cruisins were just
There's traditionalists like anything.
Listen, that's fine, but this is for everybody. There's so much out there, and people's car interests differ so greatly.
Absolutely.
Like, it was so cool to just see. There was a car that was like, it was called the Hot Rod Mobile. It was a really old like cop car. It was super cool.
I saw a picture of that.
There was an old fire truck that had been refurbished. It was super cool.
This is cool stuff.
I mean, there were some cars that looked like they drove straight out of the movie, like Dick Tracy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they were just. I you know what? I have a picture of it on my phone. We had a listener post a photo on our social medias of their car last night. I mean, unreal. When I saw this photo, I was like, oh my goodness, I can get it open. Yeah. I just thought this was the coolest picture in the world, and I'm just going to show it on my screen, but I think I texted it to you. Yeah. Jake, did you see this one?
I did not.
So for those at home, I mean, it looks like it should be the cover of a magazine. It's really gorgeous. Cool. And you can see the Ferris wheel in the background. People were riding the Ferris wheel. They were grabbing concessions. They were walking down to the fan engagement zone and really taking advantage of the fact that like pizza ovens on site. And Haggis is down there. And we've got Brew Kettle and Don Shula's. And this is happening every Tuesday now until September 17th, unless the weather looks.
Right. Obviously, when it comes to weather, whether that be rain or thunderstorms, these cars are very important to these people.
Oh, they're worth a lot of money, and we don't want them to damage them.
And to a lot of people, that's their labor of love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when there's a chance of lightning or hail, they're not going to bring those cars out. But
correct.
For whatever reason, the universe was like, how would you guys like just a pure summer day?
Oh, and I mean, it was hot,
just
actually.
Pure,
Truth be
it
told.
was hot, yeah, but I mean, no
it was
rain,
warmish.
Sunshine. And
poor Jake was like dying. I was worried about him replenishing the water he was losing in his electrolytes.
It was fine.
It was funny. But I mean, Jake, your impressions, like how cool was it?
It was a lot. I knew it was going to be bigger than we've ever done before, but it still surprised me how many people showed up on the first one.
Yeah.
And it was got to be hundreds of cars there at the end of the night. So.
Oh, yeah. No, I know.
I mean, there's so much to do.
When I left at 5:00, which is when it started, John had estimated about 150, 160 cars were already there.
It was awesome.
At 5:00 when it started. It was insane. And you know what? Parking wasn't even an issue because a lot of those cars were cruisers. So the public parking, there was still room in public parking for people to come in and park because you don't have to just come and show. You can show up and just take it all in. You know what I love about cruising though? The people are just really super nice. They're so laid back. Really they're relaxed. Yeah. I mean, it's such a good crowd.
Absolutely. Again, every Tuesday.
And I saw lots of parents bring their kids last night, which was awesome because there's so much for them to do over there.
You can see some of the pictures on our social media.
Yep.
Head on over to Q92 Radio on Facebook and Instagram, and you'll be seeing them every week. But thank you to everyone that came out. Thank you to everyone at the Hall of Fame Village that helped us put this thing together.
Well, and thanks to the Minerva Motor Club and John Dunlap. I mean, they knock it out of the park all of the time, and they're just such great people to work with. I mean, all of them.
That was really cool. And Jake, you even met some listeners yesterday.
I did. I met this girl named Abby and her brother Jackson Walter. They came and talked to me for a couple of minutes. They said they watched the show religiously before school. And then when they can't watch it anymore, they record it on their TVs and then they rewatch it. So shout out to you guys, Abby and Jackson Walter. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
That's awesome. And Jake,
I wish I still would have been there so I could have said hi.
Jake and Keller will be out there every Tuesday.
Every single Tuesday.
Shout out to Keller for out there doing his show yesterday.
Well, and big props too. I told her I had to do this, and she said that she'd probably be talking back to us on the other side of the radio. But Erica over at the Hall of Fame Village, good morning to you, girl. She's probably on her way or getting ready to be on her way into the office. She said she listens in the morning in her drive-in, and she worked really hard. She's kind of newish to the team, but my goodness, has she filled this gap? And she's amazing. She's incredible.
Proven she belongs.
Yeah,
that's what she's doing. So good job. Thank you, everyone that came out. Can't wait to spend the summer with you guys every Tuesday at Hall of Fame Village. Very cool. Sports coming up right after Ariana Grande and Zed. This is Break Free on Q92. Good morning. The old feed of the Book of Faces. A break for turtles picture.
Yeah.
It says break for turtles. If you see a turtle on the road, slow down, pull over to the side of the road, and when it's safe, help them across in the same direction they were going. Use both of your hands to hold them at the sides near the end of their shells and lift them up to move. Always keep your hands away from their faces. Never pick them up by the tail. You can damage their vertebrae. Save a turtle, be conscious of wildlife, and slow down. Now, I have driven for many years in life. I have come across possums, raccoons, deer, dogs, cats. I even think one time I saw a bobcat, possibly a little bear.
Wow.
I don't think I've ever in my geese, ducks. I have never in my life come across a turtle crossing the street.
I have, and just recently.
A turtle.
Like a couple weeks ago.
What road was this?
It was the road leading up to our house.
Are you sure it was a turtle?
Oh, we're positive. We waited until he got across the road. Like I stayed there so no cars would come and hit it.
Jake, have you ever seen
I think I talked about this.
She did. I have not. My brother this weekend saw 2 turtles.
I think Nicolina saved one this weekend too.
A turtle?
Yeah.
In the road?
Mm-hmm. It's a thing.
Never in my life have I witnessed this.
But do you
I've
know
been
what?
alive for many years. I'm an old man.
Are you going to tell them what you said off air though?
Well, I'm not going to lie. I would think, now listen, there's probably a limit, but I would think a turtle could take a hit.
I said, what do you think that their shells are made out of?
I don't know.
shatter them
It's
like a chip.
it's pretty. You ever knock on a turtle shell?
I get
Pretty
that.
solid.
A little knock is different than a vehicle that weighs.
Okay, a semi truck, no, it's probably going to be dead.
I don't care if it's a Prius.
I would-
It's going to kill it.
No, I would think a Honda
Geo
Accord.
Metro.
I would think a Honda
would kill
Accord
it.
would not kill it.
Yes, it would.
Yes,
it would.
I don't know. I don't know.
150%.
I was at the Akron Zoo, and they have this turtle that's like 100 and some years old, almost 200. That shell ain't cracking. That ain't cracking. Not for a Chevy Cobalt.
Okay, but why would anyone want to run over a
Well, I'm
turtle
not
to
saying
find
you
out?
want to, but I'm just saying, A, I didn't realize this was an issue with turtles.
Yes, of course it is.
I've never seen one on the road in my life.
They've got to travel too.
And B, I do believe that at some level they could take a car. Not, again.
No.
Can they take a tank? No.
Maybe like a little
no.
Tykes car or something.
No.
Yes. Christian, if
think
you
we're
stepped on a turtle, you would break its shell.
First of all, no one would ever step on a turtle. That's like the cruelest
Someone
thing.
might run one over.
If they saw it in time and they just, I think they'd be okay.
I don't think so. I think they'd be flat as a pancake and it'd be awful. Speaking
No.
of, yes. Do you want to know what happened this weekend?
With a turtle?
A frog.
Well, now a frog's going to die if you run it over.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So Saturday night, we hung out. We were doing our whole Memorial Day celebrations, whatever. My daughter got bit. My daughter is allergic to mosquito bites. So the minute she gets one, she like swells and she gets that red ring around it that kind of swells too.
Okay.
So we had to go home and get her medicine to put on it.
Fair enough.
When we got home, my son ran home with us too because he wanted to grab a couple things from the house. When we got home, there was a toad. My son saw it and it was a big toad. And so all I did was I walked into the garage and I grabbed a shovel and all I did was like bang it a little bit behind him. And he was like, boop, boop, boop. And I got him to hop into the grass. So I'm like, you're in the clear, dude. Stay out of the driveway. It's dangerous. So anyhow, we come home like an hour and a half later for the night. And my husband let us all out of the car before he pulled the car into the garage. And my son and my daughter and myself were standing there. And all of a sudden we hear this.
Your husband ran over the frog that you saved? Oh.
He sure did. And then the saddest part was there was another smaller one that was like standing there, like staring, like, I swear it had that look on his face, like, what did you do to Thomas? Like, you know.
Carl? Carl, you all right? Coming up real soon, the cue to call. Become a finalist for the Brimstone Bicycles. That's coming up. When you hear it, you call number 10, 330-450-9292. You'll be in the running. This is your final day to become a finalist. We call the winner tomorrow morning. So if you are a finalist, good morning. Good morning and good luck to you. Be ready. 8 o'clock tomorrow. That'd be great. That would be great. Oh, man. Did you see Twitter and X?
No.
They're going to allow, they have like new porn rules they're going to allow on.
I did, and I really have a problem with it.
Well, Elon Musk saying, you know what? We can have porn. Now, X/Twitter, whatever you want to call it, has always, I believe, like you could put stuff on there, and I don't believe it'll get you banned.
Instagram, I think, is a little bit more lenient, actually.
Unless you're Britney Spears. She somehow gets a pass.
She totally.
She could be naked on a beach. She could be naked in her room.
I've almost sent you her reels a couple of
Somehow
times,
it's
but then
fine.
I didn't want Jamie to be like, "What the heck?" But I only do it just because she's like next level, and you need to see the next level. You see what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah, no. But he came out, Elon Musk, yesterday, and he released it. X users can now officially post consensually produced and distributed adult content.
so how do you provide that proof that it was consensual?
I don't listen. That's a fair question to ask. How do you know, Elon, when someone posts a tape of people expressing their love physically?
Oh God, Christian.
But how do you know both the man and the woman agree and sign off and say yes? We both.
What if they like held up a piece of paper that was like, "We both said yes."
I mean, I was sitting
and then bam.
I was thinking that too. I was like, well, how do you
Game
really
on.
know?
Right.
That both of the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The girl could post it without the guy's permission. The guy could post it without the girl's permission.
Here's my bigger problem.
How are you?
When I was in high school, we even had an issue with someone filming unbeknownst to the girl, and it was bad. I mean, it was like not necessarily what she was doing, just what it did to her. It was horrible. And she wasn't doing anything that most of the other girls in the school. I mean, it wasn't necessarily sex, but I'm just, you know what I mean? But it was, let's put it this way. It was consensual doing that. The filming was not.
Gotcha. I understand.
Because she was completely unaware.
Yeah.
How does this rule stop or help kids not participate in this?
Well, don't have a true answer. I'll read from the article. This is from complex.com to cite my source. It says, while adult material isn't new to X, the site lacked an official policy. Now users can restrict such content to children, and adults can choose not to view it in their feeds. Users cannot have adult content in profile photos or banners. It says we also prohibit content promoting exploitation, non-consent, objectification, sexualization, or harm to minors, and obscene behaviors. X is also asking users place a content warning on adult materials so that users know what they are seeing. Both real and AI content fall under this new policy.
I don't know why I just had this image of like some man and woman that were like, let's film this and let's put it on X. And then like, hey, did you upload it? Hey, did you put that warning on it too?
Yeah.
I don't see that happening. I'm sorry.
And how strict are you going to be monitoring that?
Right. Why? My question, I guess, is why? If you are into that type of thing.
Elon is Elon is big, very big into freedom of speech and expression.
Okay, but
that's like his thing.
But here's the thing. It's a slippery slope when you introduce nudity with exploitation, and I know they say they're not going to allow it, but again, stuff always slips through, and God forbid it slipped through and it's a child or it's something that should definitely not have slipped through.
But now Twitter, even before he bought it, you could put on there. Like stuff was on Twitter. You could see. Like this isn't like it wasn't like Twitter banned it.
He's not a pioneer is what you're saying.
It's not like Twitter never allowed it and he is now allowing it. He just put, and I'm not making eggs. I'm just saying he's putting an actual true policy on. This is what you can do.
Okay, good for
this is what you. I'm not saying he's saving the world, but like he said, say he solved world hunger. I'm just saying he's putting an actual policy. This is the rules. This is what you can. This
Yeah.
is what you can't do. You know, your profile picture can't be boobies. Your background picture can't be watch our nude videos.
Right.
You have to have an adult warning. I don't know how it works, but there's
It's
an
dumb.
official policy.
It's dumb. There's just really no reason for it. There are sites that are dedicated to that are dedicated to scrubbing that, making sure that it fits their guidelines. That is not what X's intention. That's not what it was built for. So why?
And why can't you edit a tweet still?
And work on that, Elon.
Like, that's the problem.
Stop with the nudity and give us more than 145 characters and an edit button.
I spell a word wrong at work. I got to delete it, lose all that interaction, and start the whole
And
damn
everybody
tweet over.
around him will know because he's so mad that he has to do it.
Oh, I'm going to send that whole tweet up. I spelled West Branch wrong. I was like, oh, why can't I edit it? That
True.
was when you bought it. I thought, Elon, that was going to be the first thing you do. I'll never understand why that platform does not allow you to edit.
I don't know.
We're like, nope, you
Very
typed
weird.
that. Sorry. That's
Yeah.
what you get. Anyway, so if you're, I guess people that want to promote maybe like their only fans or whatever, or they could be like, hey, look at here. Now
So you
subscribe.
put like a little teaser up or something.
For $5 a month, you can see all this. I don't know. There's a policy now. Just so you guys know.
How do you do that? Is it like shoulder and like side boob or something? Like,
I'm like blur it out.
right.
What's the blur goes away when you subscribe. $10
$5.
$10 a month, and we unblur that picture. I'm like, oh, you do you? I don't. I'd let you guys. Just comment on the tweet. LOL Westbrook. That doesn't work.
Nope.
People ignore
They
that.
will
They
come
just go,
at you and be
"Oh,
like, it's wrong.
you spelled that wrong. You spelled that wrong. Look at your spelling."
I would venture to say we would get more tweets back about that than we would about the actual content.
Yeah. We'd probably get more interaction telling us we spelled a word wrong than we would about like, yeah, you're right, what we were talking about. We'd be like, the world is ending tomorrow. You spelled world wrong. Oh, okay.
Right.
Enjoy dying tomorrow. All right. Coming up real soon. Real soon. Cue to call. Kisner's Brimstone Bikes. 8 o'clock hours coming up too. Your Call Wednesday. Rich DeRocher from the Hall of Fame. Country Fest tickets. 9 o'clock hour. Bert Kreischer joining the show. All right. Fully loaded tour coming to Hall of Fame Village. We're talking to him live on the show via the phone about that. And, of course, Georgia Paxos going to be here after that talking about the Canton Greek Fest. A lot going on. Luke Combs, Fast Cards, Q. I was about pen pals for a second while we have a few minutes. I really do.
I know.
And I actually have heard of this before, but I never really stumbled and actually went to the webpage. And I'll tell you, it's very interesting. And it all somehow leads back to Jake.
Doesn't it most of it?
Yeah, and it's always when you least expect it, too. And you're like,
I know. When yesterday he just kind of busted something out of left field, and I'm like,
huh.
what'd you say?
So I forget if it was in my newsfeed for Facebook or Instagram or even X. I don't remember, but I saw like jailbabes.com. Now, when you hear that, you think porn. No.
No, it's not.
It is zero porn.
Yeah.
Not at all. What is jailbabes.com? Some of you right now are going, ooh, I know, pick me. Well, for those of you sitting in your chairs going, I have no earthly idea what the hell jailbabes is, because it sounds like porn, doesn't it?
It does.
You know what I mean? It's just when you say it.
Like role playing or something
like, were
weird
you on
and kinky.
jailbabes.com at work? I was.
Right. You're
It
fired.
is women in prison that are seeking pen pals.
Yeah.
And they're able to post pictures of themselves and descriptions and everything.
Yeah. It's odd.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And they even break them down by age on this website, where you can look for girls. The breakdown is 18 to 23, 24 to 26. That's an odd bracket. 27 to 29, 30, 32, 30, and it goes all the way up to 51 plus. So all these women are in jail, and they'd like someone to talk. Listen.
And like none of them are in jumpsuits or like striped
No,
outfits.
these
They're
are
in like
pictures from like your Facebook profile.
like before they hit the clink.
Yes. For instance, I just clicked on Summer. Her name is Summer. Love the description. Read this yesterday. I was like, well done. Hey, y'all. My name is Summer. but they call me Yummy Summy. Love, loyalty, and respect is what I live by. I'm a queen lioness, and I'll protect the ones I love. I'm a fun-loving, outdoorsy type of girl. I love to be adventurous and also enjoy being just laid back in a hammock. I love to be spontaneous, too, and just jump in the car and go, not knowing where we might end up, like prison. I'm sweeter than honey, but meaner than a yellow jacket. So if I sound like your kind of tea, hit me up. Looking forward to hearing from you. And it tells you her full name. It tells you even where she's incarcerated. This girl, let me see where she's at. Her earliest release date is March of 2026. She's born in 94. Tampa, Florida is where she's in jail. And it doesn't say what they're in jail for.
Okay, unless they say, because like I'm looking
Some
at
they
one
do.
now. This is Daphne from West Virginia.
Yeah.
And she says an assortment of schedule, 1 narcotics plus a few guns equals 121 months in federal prison. I strongly question their math, but whatever. Not only am
I like it. I like it.
Not only am I a genius entrepreneur and rowdy heroin addict, I'm a graffiti/new school artist with perfect teeth and bulletproof charisma. Try me. And she gets out in 2030. That's her earliest release date.
Okay.
She does have a high school diploma. She worked as airport staff prior to incarceration.
There you go.
And in prison, she has learned to be an artist, a muralist. She's learned to cook. She loves learning about plumbing and reading and writing. And you can actually email with her if you don't want to get out your quill pen and a piece of paper.
This is a Q92 Sports Break with Christian Bigglesworth on Q92.
The Guardians beat the Royals last night 8-5. They improved to 40-20 on the season and are in first place in the AL.
Q92.
Oh, there you go. The cue to call. Told you it was coming. Want to become a finalist for the His and Hers Brimstone bicycles we're giving away. Do yourself a favor right now. Be caller number 10 at 330-450-9292. Caller 10, you'll be our latest finalist. Good luck.
This is a Q92 Sports Break with Christian Bigglesworth on Q92.
The Guardians beat the Royals last night 8-5. They improved to 40-20 on the season and are in first place in the AL Central now by 5 games over those Royals. The two teams play again tonight at Progressive Field. 6:40's first pitch. Nick Sandlin will be on the mound for Cleveland. The Akron Rubber Ducks yesterday lost to Portland by a score of 12-5. They fall to 30-22 in the season. They'll play Portland again tonight on the road. 6 p.m. is first pitch. And finally, NBA G League news yesterday. The Cleveland Charge announced they are leaving the Wolstein Center for a new home. They'll be playing their home games next season in the city's original convention center. That's a look at sports right here on today's Hit Music, Q92. Text message, Rage Room. Why is a bag of chips $6? I was looking to buy, you know what? Ruffles.
Yeah.
Those are my go-to. I know a lot of you are Team Lay's.
No, I'm Team Golden Crisp.
I
made
Team
that clear.
Ruffles. And it was like almost $7 for a half-filled bag because they're only half-filled of Ruffles. So I went with another brand, and I don't want to say that brand out loud. It was awful. But it was like $3 cheaper. I'm probably going to throw it out. It was that bad. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to. It's a known brand. But no, I was like, yeah. I bought the Ruffles version of it.
Oh, like the rippled.
I like the Ripple.
I only like it with French onion dip. Other than that, if I'm just going to eat chips like flavored or something, it's got to be regular, like kettle cooked.
I like a good kettle chip.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. But
I
will second the bag of chips for someone who likes a good bag of Ruffles. Why the hell is a regular bag of Ruffles like 7 or 8. If you get
That's like Doritos.
and if you get the family size,
yeah.
Jesus, take out a loan.
That's why I go to Costco, because you pay that for a bag of chips, but it's like the huge family size bag.
Yeah.
And then it seems like every Friday-ish, maybe I'm wrong on the day, but it seems like sometimes they have like a certain brand of chips or a certain flavor of chips that's like on super special. So this last time I got spicy pickle kettle chips. They were actually really, really good.
Pickle.
Yeah, but they were family size. It was ginormous. The bag was like this. I mean, and it was full. We still have some at home. It was $5. You just got to peep those deals. Take advantage.
I need to take a trip to Sam's. There, like I said, there's no Costco where I live, so that's not really an option. But I need to be hitting up Sam's more for some things.
I'm really sad that you guys don't have a Costco.
We don't have a Costco. We don't. I don't know why the Canfield and more Boardman area doesn't have a Costco yet. I don't know how we don't have a Sonic.
Oh yeah, that sucks.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm very surprised. We have everything there. I think we have a Swenson's now in Boardman, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But I'm very surprised no Costco, and I'm very surprised no Sonic.
Interesting.
I would use a Sonic. I enjoy a Sonic.
Oh, me too. I love their like sodas, like how you can mix them and make your own.
I'm going to say this too. Shout out to Hardee's.
We have a Hardee's.
I don't. The closest Hardee's would be if I left work and went to Minerva.
Oh, that's a trip. You
Or
got to
I guess
really.
if I went all the way to Canton. No,
Yeah.
Schuylkill?
Yeah.
Is that where it is?
The Schuylkill Street exit.
Ugh.
Same with that new truck stop. Amy says Giant Eagle brand plain chips taste better than Ruffles in her opinion. And they're cheaper.
Oh, bold statement. That's a bold.
Oh, is that the?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I was
no.
gonna say, did she
No.
just uncover?
I'm just saying to say something's better than Ruffles to me.
Yeah.
Ruffles is the
Really?
creme de la creme.
Ruffles?
Oh, a freshly opened bag of Ruffles. Not the Ruffles you've had for a week and the chip clip. They kind of got a little. I'm talking about that first chips you pull out of an open bag of Ruffles. Christ, that is fantastic.
Do you know what my favorite thing in the world is?
I don't.
It's so disgusting. You're gonna make fun. I'll do like tuna salad or chicken
You
salad or
lost me
egg
at tuna.
salad,
You could have stopped at tuna salad.
and you get golden crisp chips or like chicken salad, and dip your chips in it. So good.
Yeah. Jake, do you have a favorite chip?
No, I think chips are chips.
Really?
Yeah,
No, that's not true because
I
a Pringle
love
is a chip, and it's not
I love Pringles.
right. But it's not a chip. Is not just a chip because you have like Pringle style chips. You've got Ruffles style chips. You've got kettle chips.
Yeah, but I don't have like a favorite brand or type.
I believe him. His ability to have no opinion.
I
on
like
things
all
is
chips.
Phenomenal. There's not a chip you don't like.
He's so
Not really.
partisan.
I don't like the flavors. I like the original.
Just regular old
Yeah.
plain potato chips.
Yeah,
What's your favorite flavor of potato chip?
sour cream and onion, or the cheddar and
Oh, cheddar and sour cream.
yeah.
Yeah, those are good. That Marin likes those. Salt and vinegar here. I love salt. and
Regular.
goods. A kettle salt and vinegar chip. Oh,
Regular. Just regular.
so good.
And I don't like Pringles. Let's say it.
What?
I don't like Pringles.
I will say this. I don't like the cheddar Pringles, but I do like the original Pringles. The original Pringles are the best, in my opinion. Even better than the salt and vinegar.
Someone said bugles with cheese whiz.
Ooh, that'd be good.
Now listen, I'll eat
Got
some
my attention.
bugles. I'll eat them plain, but I'll eat some bugles now. I
Yeah.
used to put them when I was a kid, put them on my fingers.
Oh, yeah.
I talked about this for a little bit ago. Lauren, not a fan of this. I understand. What do these scientists really know? What do these people in these rooms really know?
Yeah.
But according to metrics or whatever you want to do, again, Zeus, the dating site that I used back in the day, they found out things that will get you more responses when reaching out to women on this dating app. Listen to this. Messaging and complimenting a girl on her glasses, 39% more responses than normal. Complimenting her eyes, 11% more responses. And 13% if you compliment her tattoo. Q92, hello, who is this?
Stephanie,
Where are you calling from, Stephanie?
Greentown.
All right, well, congratulations. You're caller 10. You're now a finalist.
Awesome.
Congrats, Stephanie. You're now in the running for these his and her bikes from Brimstone Bicycles. These are valued at $1,000. How amazing would that be, Stephanie?
That would be so awesome.
Yes, it could get you everywhere you need to go this summer. Take you on some adventures like in Stark Parks, your summer fun destination. Just tell everybody your favorite station, making you a finalist.
Q92.
Craziest days at work. Text message. I had a boss one time that would have sex with the delivery guys in our bathroom and then would want me to come back when it was done and see the evidence.
Ew.
That's not a day. That's a recurring event.
Hopefully that person needs arrested.
I feel like that should.
Why is your voice so high?
You can't. You can't do that.
No, that's a huge no.
And you the way this text came in implies that this would happen often. I mean, if you want to be like, hey, look, I reorganized our files. I mean, that's fun.
Right. Like, look at this new organization system. Or
yeah, look, I got new coasters for the break room.
There's donuts. You want to come see donuts in the back?
Got some Krispy Kreme in the back. Well, I guess you did. That's my God. That person got fired, right?
I would hope.
Where? I don't want to know the net, but like, what kind of company was that? Oh. Hey, come look. Like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
I'm a nurse. I had a crazy family member come in to visit her grandma and lay under the Christmas tree and wouldn't move. Police had to come get her and take her to the psych facility.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's kind of sad. Like, she didn't know what she was doing.
She thought she was a gift.
Right. The whole family.
Yeah. I used to work at Cinemark, and I found an elderly man dead in the theater. He came in alone to watch Jurassic Park, had a heart attack, and died in the theater. The EMTs took him out the secret side door to not disrupt the rest of the theater. That is a crazy day at work.
Yeah.
Folks, I did not expect you to come this hard with these
yeah, you've had some days.
Craziest
for sure.
days at work. My God, we're only 2 texts in. Every day is crazy at the Christian Children Home of Ohio, but my craziest day is being in a 1-hour hold with 2 other staff and a kid by the road. 1-hour hold?
I mean, that would be like, are we talking juvie or prison or?
I don't know. By the road? Interesting. Jake, someone told you to just take that with a grain of salt. The fry thing.
I get it.
I'm a home health nurse.
I just got it.
There you go. I'm a home health nurse in a psychiatric patient home. Several years ago, he told me he was feeling like he needed to stab someone in the neck with an ice pick.
Oh, geez.
Definitely could see the crazy in his eyes after getting out there safely. I called the police, which needless to say, they had to remove him in handcuffs, kicking and screaming. Craziest day of my job, text message, is when the SWAT team showed up as I was delivering mail to their house.
Oh, my God.
You had to think for a second they were there for you, right?
Like you had
Because
something
no
in your mail truck that they wanted.
You could be the most squeakiest clean human in the world. When the cops show up around you, you assume that you have cocaine in your butt and you're about to get busted. You know what I mean? You're like,
Why
oh my
did you
God.
go with that?
Oh my God, they're going to find the heroin. Oh no, they know. I'm in charge of the mob. Jake, do you remember a craziest day at one of your jobs? Like it was just like, what you went home almost like, what was that?
I can't top yours, but when I was working at McDonald's, I got an ice cream cone thrown at me.
Are you
But
serious?
was it someone like a customer
Yeah.
or like a coworker?
No, it was a customer.
What were they mad about?
They ordered an ice cream cone and like a large fry with no salt. So we had to make the fries fresh, like
my God,
as
was
you
it-
do.
Was it my mom?
And then I gave her no. I can tell you it was not.
My mom always orders no salt for fresh
Like,
fries.
I know who this lady is.
It irritates me.
Yeah. So I gave her the ice cream cone and I was like, go to the next window and we'll give you your fresh fries. But she ordered them together because she wanted to eat them together. But by the time we gave her fries, her ice cream cone was melting and she was mad about that. And I was like, well, that's not my fault. Eat your ice cream cone.
Wait. You said that's not my fault. Eat your ice cream cone?
Yeah. I didn't know if I said it was my fault, but I did say, well, if you would have ate it, it would have been melted. I think I did say that.
Okay. I can't see you being like, too bad, lady. Eat it.
Well, I was, because she was already on my nerves because she was asking, are these fresh? Are these fresh? And then I was like, yes.
And
And
like,
she goes,
taste one.
no salt. And I was like, yeah, no salt. And then she said that there was salt on them, even though there
Okay,
wasn't.
but here's the thing about McDonald's. You guys salt it in like that big area. So even if you don't salt the fresh batch, tell me there's not salt still on the bottom. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
you're going to get some.
Exactly.
So did she hit you with it?
Yeah. So she gave me attitude, and then I
In
told
the
her,
face?
no, she missed. Well,
Okay.
because it was during COVID, and we had like a little plexiglass protector over
Okay,
the,
so
over
that
the window.
protected your face.
Yeah, and then she got mad, and then I told her that I would give her a new fry, and then she walked up to my window. I forgot she wasn't even in the car because her husband was driving, and so she got out of the car and walked up to the window, and so she was standing next to the window, and then the window closed, and she like took her hand like shoved it open, and I was like, no, enough. So I gave her money back. And I said, get out. I said, leave. And then she took her money, and then she yeeted the cone, and it hit me.
Did you say yeeted it?
Yeah, she yeeted. She yeeted the cone.
That is fantastic.
Yes! 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 Yes!
Yeeted the
Listen,
cone.
I understand about service and frustration and all that kind of stuff, but when did we as a society decide that it was acceptable to assault people with ice cream cones over, to me, something that's so trivial? Because most of the time, if you have like a delay in your food or you have an issue with it or it's cold, like, they'll make it right. You just go in and be nice about it.
Yeah, a lot of times they will. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that was
That was a good one, Jake. Ice cream
I would
cone
have
at you.
loved to have like stood there and watched that go down. I mean,
So-
I'm glad she didn't like get you in the face or, something
Yeah.
highly embarrassing,
That is-
but
that's
you
good.
handled it right.
Then I was wondering, like, who, if you could just fire anyone at your job, who's the name of the person you would fire and why? Just first name. And the text line lit up a little bit. You guys apparently want to say who you would fire. So let's get into the text here. These are names of people that listeners would fire if they could. Bye, Mary, with a waving emoji. Jen, she's a horrible know-it-all. So Jen would be fired. .807 right here on today's Hit Music Q92. Here we are in the 8 o'clock hour of a fast-moving, packed show, and the final 2 hours are going to be even busier. Oh, my goodness. Coming up this hour, what do we got for you? Well, it's a Your Call Wednesday. We're about to kick that off with our first request on the text line. I got ready to go. 8:30, Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and at some point, we're giving away 4-day commuter passes to Country Fest. That's just this hour. In the 9 o'clock hour, 2 guests and 2 finalists. We're getting 2 more finalists for the His and Hers Brimstone Bikes contest, brought to you by our friends at Stark Parks and Brimstone Bicycles. You're going to hear the cue to call in the 9 o'clock hour, and we're going to get a finalist for someone that goes over to Facebook, YouTube, and X, where the live video of the show is. Clicks the like button and puts the pizza emoji in the comments section. You do that right now. Maybe we'll call your name and select you at the end of the show and make you a finalist as well. Also in the 9 o'clock hour, comedian Bert Kreischer going to be joining us. Come on, the Fully Loaded Tour coming to Hall of Fame Village this month. And we're going to be talking about that tour and about what you guys can expect when you come out to see it at Hall of Fame Village. You need to get your tickets for that as well. And we'll be talking to Georgia Paxos in the 9 o'clock hour as well. Because, yes, my friends, the week is here.
Yes.
The Canton Greek Fest.
There's no better week.
Oh, it's fantastic. She shows up. She's amazing. She usually brings treats.
Yep.
And she tells us all about what you guys can expect, the schedule, all that, the drive-through pickup, the fact that they take cards and everything. It is just the most modern Greek fest you'll find anywhere.
Yeah.
And the food, like you said. The atmosphere, the food, everything about it.
It's so good. And they have so much going on, too, which makes it so much fun for the family. From authentic dancing. They have done inflatables in the past. They've got live music. It's just so much fun, and it's so family-friendly. Like, if you're looking for something to do, come on.
Very, very cool. Very, very cool. A couple text messages. You guys know I love shout-outs. It's old school radio, and I love when you guys do it. I would like to give a shout-out to the very attractive female who jogs past Arlington High School in the mornings.
You may not see her tomorrow.
Yeah. She may have a police escort, but that's fine. That's fine.
I'm kidding.
Great shout-out, by the way. Fantastic shout-out. Another awesome one here. Can you give a shout-out to my husband who is getting pinned today as a senior chief in the Navy? And his family is so proud of him. We love him so much. You should have put his name in there.
Gosh, that's amazing. Congratulations. You've got to be a proud wife for sure.
Yeah. We have Navy mom who's an early riser, too, that'll text in every morning.
Love that.
Got a couple Navy hookups.
So you'd have Navy mom, Navy wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. You know, don't have a ton of time to talk about this, but someone had a great idea. Because we were talking about, they were asking about, Christian, what's your favorite early riser's nickname? Like, oh, there's so many.
Right.
It's kind of cool. It's like a little community.
I love it.
Everyone's giving themselves names. I don't name anybody. They give themselves these names.
Mm-hmm.
Someone said it'd be cool if you get a Q92 shirt for early risers and it had your nickname on the back.
Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing.
Like that'd be cool to have like cell phone tower chick on the back of a t-shirt.
Yeah,
or
payroll
carpenter
girl, gym guy.
Gym guy.
White van guy.
5-star dad bod guy. I mean, I could go on. Navy mom. I mean,
yeah.
You know, I love that. That's a really good idea.
Okay,
I wish we could
I'll
make
have
that
to
happen.
look at it. We might have to do something like a drop ship situation where like somebody did it and like they could put it in and then they would print it at the factory and like ship it to them directly.
Yeah. If I saw like a Q92 shirt somewhere else that said like early riser and on the back of it, I'd be.
I just had.
Dare I say tickled pink?
Oh my gosh, the light bulb just went off in my head.
Tickle.
We could do like the sun rising with the Q92 logo in the minute and then in like early riser, like in a script.
Early riser on the back.
Yeah, well,
like
no.
a football or whatever. Even on the front, put their name.
No, put their name on the back, like football. Yeah.
Yep. It's a great idea.
And we could make it like a jersey and the number, everybody could be number 92.
Oh, I don't know about that.
You don't like my idea?
I was with you till the football jersey. Because I don't know.
No, I don't want it to be like jersey material. I'm talking
okay.
about like a football jersey just
like
having a number on the
people
back.
would wear t-shirts more than a football.
No, it would be a t-shirt material, maybe even like a Ringer t-shirt. You know how they have the stripes right here, like the vintage, like old school. Oh, I have so many ideas.
I can see.
Yeah.
I can see. It's 8:11. The first request of the morning is a Michelle Branch song for your call Wednesday.
Ooh.
All you wanted. Here you go. Keep the request coming. It's Q92. They want $250K for a house in the hood of Alliance. Listen, I lived in Alliance, and I actually enjoyed living in Alliance.
There's some really nice areas out here.
I had a house in Alliance, and I thought it was very. I had no problems, no issues. I did find a Walgreens shopping cart in my yard one day when I came home from work. I will say that happened. Other than that, the apartment complex was pretty much quiet next to me. The older couple next to me on the other side, they were lovely. The car wash always gave me entertainment. You know what I mean?
You got to watch a music video get shot there.
I did see a rap music video get shot there. It was fantastic.
Right. You had a front row seat.
I still remember that.
Yeah.
They were on the hood. I was hearing the music, and that was not weird for me because a lot of people blast their music when they're cleaning their car out. So that wasn't odd to me. I've heard
I do that. I turn my car on it while I'm cleaning it.
I've heard country music, hip hop, hard rock. I've heard it all
when
I lived at that house in Alliance. But I just happened to get up because the bass was really thumping. I was like, oh. I looked up, and then I see, like, the girl and the guy, and they're dancing, and the guy's running around him with the camera. I was like, wow.
Did you then tape them taping the video?
No, I didn't. I should have.
Yes.
I should have. I saw a car wreck at that car wash.
Oh, boy.
That was fantastic.
What?
A couple. No, I'm not kidding. I watched this happen. A couple I started to hear shouting. I got a couple minutes. I heard shouting. So I'm like, oh, well, my windows are open. Let's see what we can see.
Nosy Nancy
You know,
over
so
here
I look
speaking.
across the street, and I see a mother who got out of her car yelling at a couple that are in the car wash stall.
How did you know it was a mother?
Because I saw her. She got out of the car.
Does she just look like a mother, or she had a kid?
Totally like a mother.
Okay.
100% like a mother.
Okay.
She was yelling, and I heard things back and forth, but I couldn't. I made out a few F words, but I heard, I really couldn't tell what was happening. So then I watched him peel out of the car wash stall.
Okay.
Peel out. So much so that he went around the corner of the building, lost control of his car, and crashed into the brick wall of the car wash. But then, on top of that, then he backed up and drove off.
Oh my gosh.
And I think I even in my house went, that was awesome.
I wonder if they ever caught him. He
They
damaged the
did.
car wash.
No, they did.
Okay.
They did. So I had to speak to the police about it.
Oh, you were a witness.
I knew the cops.
Oh, well,
They were like friends of mine. So I was like, well.
I did, in fact, see what happened.
I was like, yeah, I don't know. They got cameras over there. But yeah, there's some stuff went down just now.
Yeah.
Clearly, you could see the brick is damaged.
Yeah.
And he was just like, nope, I'm leaving. I hope you have an iridociclitis day, Christian. Haha, kidding. But you need to play it. Well, I mean, it is one of the greatest memes of all time. One of the greatest spelling bees I've ever watched. Used to love the spelling bees. They still air them on ESPN?
I don't know.
Remember there was a girl that would like cover her mouth and like spell the word in her mouth before she would do it?
Well, I think
They'd
that's
give her a word
smart.
and she'd
It's
be
like a test run. Yeah.
Like BLE. LCO. I loved it. I loved her. I was like, this is the greatest thing ever. This is great.
You're not wrong now that you say that. You really are good at the impersonation.
So good. And the one kid that thought he had the word right but didn't.
And then when they
Remember
said that they're wrong, they would have this look of like,
no,
what?
but he was like, yes, I know this. I know this. And then he missed it.
And they would be like, I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
He was like that, and I felt bad because it really wasn't a cocky kid. It was a happy kid.
Like he was excited because he really thought he nailed it.
He wasn't like, ha ha. He was like, yes.
Yeah.
Like can I find it? I don't know I don't know what the hell you type in. Spelling bee.
Yeah,
kid
what's
thought
that?
he knew.
Right. What's that Google search look like?
I don't know. I go to YouTube. Spelling bee.
Were you ever in a spelling bee?
Kid. No, but I've said this over the time I've been on Q92. I know I've said this a million times. I wanted to be in it every year. Like I literally.
Well, then why weren't you?
I lost.
Oh, I see.
You did the
You
spelling bee in your
pre-qualified
class.
in your classroom, right?
I never won in my class.
Oh.
But I was like pumped when it was time every year, and I was like, this is it. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I can do this. And I would get a little bit far. Like half the class would be sitting down because they're done. I'm like, oh man, never happened.
Yeah.
Never happened.
I always got
always won it. Vince Tornicasa always won it.
Oh.
Vince, I hope you're doing well, you and your family, but damn you.
I believe it was Iri Hashimoto who always won in our class. I got pretty far in the classroom spelling bee, though. I was proud of that.
Oh, I think I found it. Hold on, let me wait for an ad, I'm sure. Hey, hello, Hertz. Okay. This kid, it's a famous clip on spelling. It's matter of fact, this clip alone, I don't know who posted this, 5.6 million views.
Okay.
So the kid comes up and he thinks he knows the word. And again, it's not out of arrogance. It's out of happiness.
Excitement.
Here's Jacob again.
Deep breath.
Kabara Goya.
Kabara Goya. I knew it. I totally knew it. Okay. Kabara Goya. Cabaragoya. Kabara Goya. What?
Kabaragoya is spelled Kabaragoya.
What? Yeah, he lost.
That's what I'm saying. They're always surprised, like, you're wrong. Reread it.
It was a K, not a C. Poor kid.
Yeah.
Q92.
Isolated rain and storms morning through mid-afternoon, and then scattered strong storms arriving by late in the day. A high 84 muggy degrees. Overnight scattered rain and thunder before midnight, a low of 63. I am Art J. Weather from News 5.
$8:23, your call Wednesday. What's going on? What do you guys want to hear? Let us know. 330-450-9293. You can text 330-269-9292. 7 minutes away from a look at sports. And of course, also, Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame will be joining us at 8:30 as well. So that's coming up this hour. Yeah.
Did you see that they announced who's going to be like introducing, like doing the introductions?
The presenters.
Yeah. Some of them are really sweet. Like one of them's having his sister. One of them's having his mom.
Devin Hester, the Bears, having his mom.
Yeah.
And Steve McMichael, who unfortunately suffers ALS.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he'll be there. I'd love for him to be able to somehow make it, but he was such an amazing player for the Chicago Bears. Walter Payton's son, Jarrett Payton.
Oh my gosh, how amazing!
Is going to be doing that. I think it's really, really cool. And Jarrett Payton is he does TV and he does sports TV and sports talk radio both in Chicago. He's very good, and I believe that's going to be
emotional.
One of the most emotional speeches of the night. And besides a family member, I don't think Steve McMichael could have picked a better.
That's awesome.
In my opinion, better person to induct him, because I guarantee you it's going to be a very good, very powerful, poignant speech.
Yeah.
But to have your mother too, like Devin or anyone, you pick someone that really meant something in your life.
I mean, like, it's great that we get like our former coaches and all that kind of stuff. I just feel like when you have somebody that close to you that has nothing to do with football, that really has seen you go through it all behind the scenes, like it makes for that emotionally moving and powerful introduction.
Absolutely. It's a big deal. It's a huge deal.
I mean, I've cried. I've had my sunglasses on, but I'm getting like teary-eyed.
There's some good ones, man. There's some good ones. Especially when you see some of these people that you just saw as these like big, tough, manly, like warrior men, and to see them like truly break down in tears. My God, to think about when you start playing football as peewee or whatever in your grade school, 5th and 6th grade, junior high to high school to college, then to make it to the NFL, and then to be chosen as one of the greatest to ever play it.
Right.
Talk about a dream. That's unbelievable.
Yep.
That is unbelievable. Someone put a text, Chris, need your advice. How'd you get the skunk smell out of Furious? My dog had a run-in with a skunk last night. I'll tell you what I used. First of all, nothing is going to 100%. You're talking to someone who his dog went outside, got sprayed by a skunk, ran past me as I tried to grab him, and jumped on my couch.
Oh my God.
So that was one of the smelliest days of my life. What I did buy that I will say, I believe this did an amazing job. It's called Nature's Miracle Skunk Odor Removal. There's skunks on the bottle. It's a white bottle, red cap.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure your Lowe's and your Home Depots have it, maybe even some of your stores.
Well, Petco, I think Pet Supplies Plus has it.
It's good. It's not only good to use on your pet, but it's safe to use on your clothing, on your furniture. I did use that, and am I going to say 100%? No, but did it make a world of difference? Yes, it absolutely made a huge difference almost immediately. And again, it was safe to use on my couch. It was safe to use on my clothing, on his bed, on his. Because I had to wash everything and scrub everything, leave the windows open, and I had unit Febreze.
Yeah,
Febreze is no match for a skunk smell, especially a fresh one. So Nature's Miracle Skunk. It's a white bottle with a red cap, and I'm sure there's other ones like that out there that might work just as well. But I personally use that, and I can tell you, it took the odor out of my couch.
I was gonna say Nature's Miracle is a good brand. Like we've bought other stuff, before from that brand and stuff, and I've never had any complaints. So
yeah, I can say as someone who actually had to use it, I was very happy with it, and I always kept it in my house in Alliance because for some reason skunks loved my backyard and Furious loved the skunk. Sports coming up very soon. Along with Rich DeRocher from. Thank you, sir. You're welcome. We're glad to help here. It's a Pink. Blow Me One Last Kiss. Q92. In the first movie you were watching with your family, growing your parents, where there maybe something
got awkward.
A little awkward. Someone said Top Gun. Yeah, the Take My Breath Away scene.
Oh yeah.
Now it was all shadows, but yeah,
that was hot though.
If you're a kid,
true. If you're a kid and you don't really, I mean, they didn't show anything.
Yeah, but I mean, they definitely showed. I
mean, it was a hot scene for sure, but
they definitely showed some shadow kissing.
Shadow kissing.
Well, you saw like the tongues going in the mouths, but it was like shadows. You couldn't actually see
It was silhouettes.
You couldn't see any boobies or anything.
No.
But I mean, that was that song. That was you know what I mean? You guys remember it just from hearing this.
Yep.
Maverick, you bad boy.
So good.
We were watching Freddy versus Jason. Was there nudity in that movie?
I don't know, because I didn't like Freddy Krueger. I don't like any scary guys. Sorry.
I was scared of him, but then he became more like a comedy guy.
It was like one.
You just saw these one-liners.
Coming for
Yeah,
you. Oh,
that part was scary.
Yeah.
The kids, that song.
And then I was like, bye.
Yeah.
Out.
3, 4, better lock your door.
Yeah. 5, 6.
What
was
was
that?
Crucifix.
Yes.
7, 8, better stay up late. 9, 10, never sleep again.
Yep.
Oh! Ghost and Pretty Woman. I was in middle school and wanted to be invisible during some scenes in that movie. Should not have watched them.
Yeah.
With my parents. They show boobies in Ghost?
I don't think that
I
they
know
show
the scene
boobies,
with
but
the
it
clay.
definitely is a little like.
Yeah. I don't remember a booby scene in Pretty Woman either.
I don't remember that either.
Howard Stern's Private Parts movie. That got awkward pretty fast. Yeah,
I'm
there's
sure.
definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lethal Weapon 1 and 2. I was 10 years old. We were watching them together with my sister, 12, mom, and her new boyfriend, and there was a sex scene in it. Ugh. Mom's new boyfriend, too? That's not fun.
Yeah, that's awkward.
That's not good at all. My mom took me to see Titanic in theaters. I was 11.
Yeah, I could see that. The whole drama.
Paint me like one of your girls, Jack.
Yeah.
So I can drown you later. Man, I forgot that like at the beginning of that movie, that queen's like, go kill Snow White.
Yeah, my stepdaughter.
Bring back her heart in this box.
Yes.
So I know you killed her.
It's very aggressive. I know.
I'm swear to God, I was sitting.
Can you imagine if a movie came to the theaters today and they're like, the wicked stepmom?
It was like I knew the queen wanted to stop Snow White because she was the fairest of them all.
Well, yeah, and she was upset.
It either blocked out of my head or I never quite realized it. That she told that dude to go stab and kill Snow White, and the dude had the knife.
Yeah.
I don't remember any of that as a kid.
Right. Disney movie murder.
And then bring back her heart in this box so I know you killed her.
Yeah, she should have technically gone to jail for attempted murder. But
I'm just saying, talk about something I missed as a kid. That now I'm like, wait, what? I did not honestly remember that scene.
Yeah.
They showed you the knife.
Yes.
He pulled it out.
Yes.
She was ready. She was accepting her fate, by the way. She did the old like, oh.
Yeah, she shielded her face like, oh,
like,
just do it.
Yeah.
She didn't try and run. She didn't try and fight back.
Like, Jesus, Snow White, fight for yourself. Anyway, I don't know. It just freaked me out last night at midnight when I was watching my son. I did not remember the order to kill Snow White. If heaven's really just space, and we all go to like, you know what I mean? Because some people think we were sent here from another planet, another universe.
Yeah, but I've never been like, I came from outer space.
No, because that's not as glamorous as saying I was sent here by the Lord, whichever God you pray to. It's fine.
Right.
You know, I would think about stuff like, what if we really are? What if this is a simulation?
I don't know. I've never really thought about
we
it
are
like that before.
Sims?
I don't think it's that.
Is it that much crazier to think that than think that a man made us?
What do you think this
from
is
the
like?
Clouds?
So, in essence, you think this is like a much bigger version of the Truman Show?
Vastly, yeah. I don't know. These things I don't know. I can't. The problem is none of us can really answer any of these questions until we die.
Right.
Like there's no one can come back to give us the answers. Like, yeah, no, it's this, or no, it's just this.
But there have been all those people that have had near-death experiences that say they see the Lord. You don't believe them?
They say that.
You don't believe them?
I'd like to speak personally to someone who's like, yeah, I saw this. You know what I mean? This is what I saw.
Yeah.
It's clouds. Everyone gets wings. Everyone's chilling. Everyone's groovy.
And Christian, that buffet doesn't exist.
My heaven, that would be my heaven. Just an endless buffet of all the foods I like. I don't know. It's just I think about weird things like that.
Yeah.
Where do we really come from?
Well, because
how did humans really
I do doubt the
begin
buffet.
to exist on this earth?
I know.
These are wormholes I go down.
I know.
Or rabbit holes, not wormholes, but wormholes
Well,
in space.
it's because you're thinking about space.
Yeah. I mean, how did this planet begin creating life and living things?
Are you kidding me right now?
What?
You know how this world began.
We know what we were told. None of us were here.
But life has to come from something.
Yeah, yeah. You need carbon. You need well, for us, for life, for oxygen. You need oxygen. But how did it start? Did it really start with two people and an apple?
I mean,
you believe that?
I do.
2 people just showed up?
No, I believe that God made man and God made woman.
Just made one.
Yeah, and he put them together so that they would populate the earth.
Then wouldn't there be a little bit of...
What do you believe in dinosaurs?
Oh, yeah, I believe in dinosaurs.
You believe that we evolved though, like in evolution?
I don't know.
Because again, life has to come from life.
I don't
So
know
how did
the
that
dinosaurs
first
got.
life form happen?
These are great questions.
I know, it's deep.
Great question. I
Deep.
don't know. We weren't the only thing that were created. I'm saying, is there a chance maybe we were placed here?
By God, yeah.
But maybe what we think is God is actually people from other universe.
An alien? Are you trying to tell me a spaceship
I
buzzed by and they're like,
I don't know.
this looks like a good spot. Beam them down.
I don't know what I believe either, Christian. LOL. But, ... who made God? How did he get there?
Well, God's a spirit. God's a spirit.
We're told.
Period.
Morning, troops.
You're listening to Christian and Lauren in the morning on Q92.
Let's go.
8:40 right here on today's Hit Music Q92. Coming up very shortly, you're going to hear that cue to call for you're going to hear the cue to call for a chance to win 4-day commuter passes to Country Fest at Clay's Park. Going on June 12th through the 15th. We're hooking up somebody with 4-day commuter passes this hour. Listen for that cue to call. It's coming up very, very soon. But it is Wednesday, the 8 o'clock hour. That means Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame is joining us once again. Rich, how are we doing on this beautiful summer-like morning?
Doing okay now that I got my computer working. A little technical difficulty to get the day started, but we're off and rolling now.
Off and rolling now. Listen, trust me, Q92 knows all about computer errors and computer issues. So
yeah,
trust me, we live that almost every day. But Rich, here we go, man. Another week closer to one of the biggest weeks of the year in Canton, Ohio. A lot of Hall of Fame stuff going on as you guys are getting ready. And Lauren and I were talking earlier this hour. It was cool. Now we're starting to hear who all the enshrinees are going to have doing their inductions. And there's going to be some powerful speeches and inductions with some of the people that these have chosen. As you know, I'm a Bears fan. And obviously, Devin Hester, I believe his mother, if I'm correct. And then Steve McMichael, Jarrett Payton. I was like, wow, how about that?
If I recall correctly, I think Jarrett Payton was the first son of an enshrinee to give the presentation speech. And I know some people were a little skeptical about that. How is this going to go? And he was great. I mean, he was 13 or 14 years old at the time. And he was fantastic. And even Walter alluded to it in his speech about how, impressed he was, by his own son and how he was going to have to live up to reach the bar that his son had set in presenting him. So, we do it a little bit differently now, where the presentations are all done via video. It's pretty tightly timed, and that just helps us to keep the event flowing a little more smoothly. And not all of these people are professional speakers. Devin's mom, if it takes her, one take or 25 takes to get it to where she likes it, what the audience sees at the end will be great and fully polished. And Patrick Willis's sister is a very important professional in her community with a great leadership role in her community, but she's not a public speaker. Right. And so this, again, another opportunity for somebody who isn't in front of a camera all the time to feel really good and comfortable and not, get weak in the knees because they're standing live in front of, 15,000 people. So we really think that it enhances the entire event to do it that way. But, like you said, you've got somebody like Jarrett, he's a sportscaster, newscaster in the Chicago area. He's great on camera, in front of the camera, and he started early, 30 years ago. It's amazing how time flies.
What's awesome too about even those videos, now that we've transitioned to that, I think it's such a great way, especially when you talk about someone's mother or their sister or a family. it humanizes them a little bit more. You know what I mean? It gives you that human aspect to get a little bit of a look, even in a 5 to 6 minute clip of like what they were like growing up, what they were like. You know what I mean? It's really cool to see that side of a player like a Patrick Willis or a Hester or someone that maybe everything about them on the field in their college days, but it humanizes them. It's really cool to see those.
Yeah.
And the presenters aren't the only ones in these videos too. So you do get a cross section of people. If somebody like Devin has chosen his mom, but there'll be other people, coaches and opponents and stuff, who will speak in the video. And like you said, Christian, it sort of just gives you that holistic view at the player and the person. So really looking forward to that. Working on those right now with NFL Films and NFL Network, and those are, to me, those are some of the highlights. The speeches are great. Speeches can be a little bit of a wild card, but you know that those presentation videos are going to be top shelf.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. So the countdown's on. Christian, did you do an official ticker check?
You know what?
You're slipping, man.
I was going to be nice, but I mean, but okay. I mean, you're going to make me do it. 57 days, 11 hours, 15 minutes, 36 seconds, and counting, Rich.
It's coming.
Countdown to kickoff, and we've got the ESPN crew coming in to do the game. Aikman, Buck, Lisa Salters on the sidelines. That's as good as it gets. All of the A-team crews across the different networks are fantastic. So whoever we're working with, we know we're going to get the best of the best. It ends up the last several years, it has been the highest rated program in the summer months, and of any television program between Memorial Day and Labor Day is the Pro Football Hall of Fame game. It's pretty amazing to think that, more eyes are on Canton, Ohio than any other television broadcast for basically a 3-month period. That's pretty cool when you step back and think about that for a second. So it gives our community, that opportunity to shine and to stand out, and the community always rises up to that challenge. We have, again, thousands of volunteers. Our volunteer committee meetings have been going on. And as we go around the room and talk to each of the different committee heads, hey, how are you doing on your volunteer count? I'm in great shape. Every committee could always use 1 or 2 more. So if there's somebody out there interested in doing it, you'll never be turned away. But we are not, begging, borrowing, and stealing from somewhere to get people to come and do this. They are asking to do it, wanting to do it, and looking forward to doing it. And so, you've got that volunteer support. We also have the safety forces support. And, right now, the Pro Football Hall of Fame building might be the safest place to be in Stark County. There's a meeting right now, the Stark County Sheriff's Office and the Canton Police Department and folks from the Hall of Fame and Hall of Fame Village, all huddled up in a room to talk about the logistics that go around making this a safe and family-friendly event. And I know I personally always feel safe on our campus at any point, but especially that week when, again, we talk about how volunteers want to be involved. So do law enforcement personnel from all over the state and the, canine units from all over the state. They want to be here. They ask to be here. They like to be part of this event. They like to engage with the fans. And, it just makes for a really pleasant atmosphere for everybody.
What a testament, though, to community pride. Seriously,
been that way forever here.
Everybody, all hands on deck, from law enforcement to just residents that want to support and be a part of one of the biggest weeks, the biggest week in Canton, one of the biggest weeks in football, kicking off that football season right here in Canton, Ohio.
It's awesome. And Rich, also, I know you mentioned interns. The interns for the Hall of Fame are here. It has begun.
It has, and what a great experience. I think we've got 14 this year out of, I think there were well over 1,500 applications for 14 positions. So the young men and women who ended up getting these positions can basically say that that they were one of 100 or more that we ultimately chose. What a great experience. And they're from all over the country. I mean, I have 2, one attended Purdue and one attended the University of Nebraska. And I know, there's a couple here from Ohio State and Ashland and New Mexico State and Arizona State. And we've had applications really from every corner of the country. Again, just even young people at the starting point of their careers, want to be a part of this and know what it means and realize that the experience that they gain here is going to open doors for them, for the rest of their lives. So fierce competition, and we ask a lot of them. They don't, they're not just, schlepping, water and coffee to, people who bloviate on the radio. They are doing real work. Some of the stories that you read on our website, they will have written. They're going to help, create to the graphics that are used around the event. They're going to help us set up the press box and the field and all of those things that go into this weekend. They'll be, again, it's all hands on deck, and that includes them.
Oh, yeah, no, and that's going to look good on a resume.
Oh, my gosh, what an experience.
And if you get Rich DeRocher as a reference,
That's
come
right.
on.
There's no better seal.
It writes itself.
Yes.
Rich, always a pleasure. Great catching up. Love that we're getting closer and closer to Hall of Fame week, and we can't wait to talk to you next week as well.
All right. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Rich. See you next week.
Joins us every Wednesday, update us in the Hall of Fame. Very, very cool. All jokes aside, man. You get out of college and you got an internship from the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and honestly, if you get
things
Rich
are looking up, right?
And that's your reference.
Right?
Oh, talk about a resume booster.
I know.
That'd be so. Good luck to those kids. Take advantage of that internship. You never know what an internship can lead to. I took an unpaid one back in Youngstown at a radio station. Unpaid. I had no guarantee of a damn thing.
Did you have fun?
I did, but I mean, I did it. I decided to put all my effort into it and try my best. And
at least you had fun.
Then, yeah, I did. No, I'm just kidding. I know I'm not. Here we go.
Call now to win 4-day passes to Country Fest with Q92.
Oh, we got 4-day commuter passes to Country Fest at Clay's Park, June 12th to the 15th. It's going to take caller number 10, and you got to yell yeehaw.
Oh, it's got to be a good one, too. It can't be like a yeehaw. It needs to be like,
let me
hear yours.
Yeehaw!
What about you,
got
Jake?
y'all in check.
Yeehaw.
Say
Wait.
hee-haw?
Yeehaw.
Oh, hee-haw.
I was like a donkey.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a yeehaw.
Is it hee-haw? I'm like, that's not what they said. Not the
You
ones
gotta
I
bring
know.
your yeehaw game.
So, and let me warn you right now. If you just be like, I call her Ted, and there's no yeehaw, I will move on. And I will not feel bad about it. I will, but not for that very long.
Oh, yeah, it's very fleeting.
Caller, man, that sucks. Next. Oh, man. Caller 10 that says yeehaw. Country Fest commuter passes all 4 days.
Gotta say it or you don't get it.
Q92. So I asked Jake, you were out of the room. I go, Jake, have you ever woken up and seen a demon? He laughed and was like, no, never. I, too, have had dreams before. Many dreams in my life. I've never woke up and thought I saw a demon.
Yeah, me either.
Lauren, you ever see a demon?
No.
That's 0 for 3. Who the hell made this statement?
Where did the article come from?
There's no article.
Oh, it's just a statement.
It just says if you've ever woken up unable to move and felt like there was someone or something in the room with you, you might have experienced sleep paralysis. This happens, blah, blah, blah. Then it goes on. Many people report feeling a presence in a room with them during sleep paralysis, with some even seeing figures that seem real. Studies have shown that a significant percentage of people experience these sensations. This phenomenon has been depicted in various forms of art, literature, sometimes being interpreted as encounters with ghosts or supernatural beings or demons.
Huh.
Who the hell's seen a demon? You ever have sleep paralysis? I have not.
I have not either.
Okay.
Luckily.
No.
I think that would be terrifying.
That would be more scary than a demon to me. If I woke up and I couldn't move,
yeah,
that would be fear. What is happening? Well, I can't move anything.
That would be awful. Because I'd be like, what's wrong with me?
Come on. Has anyone ever seen a demon? Anyone ever wake up and see someone looking over them that wasn't? I mean, no.
Oh, I mean, that happens. But it's usually, you used to be like my kids, getting up in the middle of the night to let me know that they didn't feel good. And you'd open your eyes and you'd have a kid right there. And you're like,
son of a bitch. Don't do that. Don't you do that.
Oh, they got the talking to at one point because it scared the crap out of me the once. I'm like, you have to touch me. Like, I want you to take your hand and put it on my arm. You know what I mean? And then say, Mom,
wake me.
Don't stand there until I open my eyes.
Like the girl from the Ring movie.
Like a creepy weirdo.
Yeah, no, I get that. But you're afraid to wake your parents. I remember when I
You
would
don't want
try
to
to
get in
stay
trouble.
when I wanted to stay in my parents' room and it was storming.
Yeah.
I would do that. I would sit there and be like, stare at my dad like he's gonna be mad. He's gonna be mad. I'm scared, but he's gonna be mad when I wake him up. Someone texted in my ex. That's not a demon.
I have one too on Facebook. Amy said her ex-husband.
Saw demons?
No, I think she
Her ex-husband.
She saw her and saw him.
Text message. I used to wake up and see demons every day. That divorce was the best thing I ever bought. See, I think we're having fun. Never saw a demon, but tried chewing my arm off when I woke up as to try not to awake who was lying beside me.
What?
Never saw a demon, but tried chewing my arm off when I woke up as to try not to awake who was lying beside me.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
how it came in. I don't know if that was a bad talk to text. Look and tried to chew. I have sleep paralysis. It's so scary. You can hear everything. You can see things. Everything is going on around you, but you cannot move your body. You breathe deeply, and you're trying so hard to move, but you just can't. That's hell.
Oh my gosh, that would be. I feel so bad. Like I feel for you. That would be absolutely terrifying.
Q92.
Isolated rain and storms morning through mid-afternoon, and then scattered strong storms arriving by late in the day. A high 84 muggy degrees. Overnight scattered rain and thunder before midnight, a low of 63. I am Art J. Weather from News 5.
Q92. It is 9:02 on your Wednesday morning. Good morning, everybody. Later on this hour, finalists for his and hers Brimstone bicycles that we're giving away tomorrow morning. Listen for the cue to call. Plus, give yourself another chance on the live video stream of the show. Go over there right now. Click the like button, pizza emoji in the comment section, and maybe we'll pick you and make you a finalist around 10 o'clock before we get out of there. What's that I smell, Lauren?
Deliciousness that Georgia brought.
Oh, it's the Q92 traditional visit every year by Georgia Paxos from the Canton Greek Fest, because this is the time. If you're watching on the video, you can see the goodies right there. June 6th, 7th, and 8th, St. Haralambos Greek Orthodox Church. Come on. We look forward to this every year. Georgia, welcome back as always.
Good morning. Good morning. Thanks so much for having me.
Oh, it's fantastic when you're in here, because now I know it's truly summer. Now I know.
We get excited when we see that Georgia's on the schedule for interviews.
We're like, let's go. She's on her media tour because this is the week that she and her people work hard all year long setting up the Greek Fest. And the time is finally here. When you walked in the studio, Georgia, I was like, well, you ready to go? Because, it starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
So how are we all set for the Greek Fest?
We are definitely all set. If you drive by 25th and Harvard, St. Haralambos, you see the large tents that are already set up. And we've been working to set up for the last, since this weekend. So we're ready to go. Tomorrow morning, we kick off at 11 a.m. We go 11 to 11, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Lots of food options, lots of entertainment options. It's just a really great time. It's our community, St. Haralambos' way to celebrate our culture to this Canton community in Northeast Ohio, and invite everybody to come back and have a little bit of Greece right at the corner of 25th and Harvard.
It is so awesome. Obviously known for all the food, and you're good when in the pamphlet for your event you have one section to outdoor dining and one section to indoor dining, and they're both full pages of all the amazing food. I don't care what type of food you like. Greek Fest has it all. You guys are ready for everybody.
We'll fold it in, because there's even a drive-through menu.
And the drive-through menu.
That's right. You can drive through if you aren't able to stay and you just want some fantastic food.
Absolutely. Or you need to pick up at lunch and it's you don't have a ton of time, or you're running errands and you still want to enjoy the Greek Fest. We have a drive-through menu. You can actually pre-order now if you'd like, but it's not necessary. You can pre-order or just pull into the drive-through and place your order in person and enjoy some delicious Greek food. And all of these recipes are passed down generations to generations of St. Haralambos parishioners. And so it's really, all the food is made with love. And I've said before, I feel like food is love. So this is our way of showing that love and appreciation to our community and having something available for everybody.
Mm-hmm. And I've done the drive-through, and I will tell you, it is run very efficiently.
I appreciate that.
You pull in, they come out, Dane?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. 2 seconds later, here you go.
There you go.
I'm like, this is awesome.
That is awesome.
We're all busy. I get it. And sometimes you do have time to come sit and enjoy, and other times you don't. So we want to make sure that you're able to enjoy what we have to offer at the Canton Greek Fest this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Let's talk a little bit about the entertainment going on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night, because there's some really cool stuff happening.
Yeah, we try and change it up a bit every year. The mainstay and the staple of our festival is always the St. Haralambos Hellenic Dancers, and they are amazing. They start at 7 and they go on to as long as they want to stick around, which is amazing because you've got a lot of college kids that you would think would not want to, but there they are and they're dancing. So they practice every week year round. So they're ready to go. So there's performances Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from all 3 dance groups. And then Thursday night, we have an outdoor dance party. DJ Puff is from the Youngstown area. He'll be playing Greek and non-Greek music. So don't worry if you don't know how to dance Greek, you'll learn super quick. And then Friday night, we have Konstantin Maroulis, who's American Idol alumni and Broadway star. He will be doing a concert along with local artist Hey Monet. Yep. And they have actually done an album together, which we're super excited about for them to play some of those songs. And then Saturday night, we wrap it all up with a professional fireworks display that's presented by Akron Dispersions. And it's just a great way to end the event, but it's really one of those just super fun, family-friendly events that you just come out and enjoy some great fireworks and some great food and music. And it's really just a cultural experience. And we're trying to make sure we have something for everybody, like we've said.
The question is, will Officer Lamar Sharp be doing his famous dancing?
I mean, I really hope so. I really hope so. It's, he's all about community and being out in the community as a camp police officer. What better way than could do is then Becky go in the middle of the dance floor and have it go viral multiple times over.
And
Yeah,
my
I
man,
love that.
and we were talking off air, Jordan. He could dance.
He can dance. He can dance. I'm
He can dance.
very proud of him. Very proud of him for sure.
It's awesome. And one of the things I hit every year, and you're probably tired of me saying it, but I still give you so much credit. Cards. They take their debit cards at the Greek Fest.
We also
Absolutely,
do
yeah.
Apple Pay and
Look at that.
Yes. So
Come on,
I
guys.
love it.
As modern as you can get. It is so amazing. You guys, it's always so organized, so well put together, so well thought out. Like, I don't know who does a better fest than you guys do. And I really mean that, Georgia. Like, I mean, I go to all of them. You go to all the fests out there, Italian fest, Greek fest, this fest, that fest. You guys you just have it locked down as far as like the right way to do one.
I really appreciate it. A special shout out to my husband, Mike Paxos, and his co-chair, Mike Fakelis, for putting in all the time and effort, and our committee and all of our area chair people. You know, we meet starting in October every year and do a recap, and then what can we change? What can we improve? And so it definitely takes our St. Hieronymus Village to put this on, and we do it for our community because we love the support and we love this community that we're in, and it's our way of giving back. And like I said, we try and make it fun and exciting for everybody.
No, I think you definitely knock it out of the park every single year. And if you're driving right now listening and you're like, hey, that sounds like something I want to do, but maybe you didn't catch all the information that you need, you can go to their awesome website, because their website is fantastic as well. It's CantonGreekFest.com. When you get somewhere safely, look up all the information. They have the menus on there. They have the lineup for every day as far as entertainment and what's available. Definitely want to check it out. And thank you so much for bringing these goodies, because
you're very welcome.
We
It's my
so
pleasure.
appreciate it. Thank you so
My
much.
pleasure. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the Canton Greek Fest.
Georgia, you're the best. Get some sleep while you can.
I'll try.
Canton Greek Fest, everybody. It's a tradition. Can't wait for it. It's Joe and the beginning on Q92. Met my wife on Bumble in 2017. Jake reminds me of the I Like Turtles kid for some reason. Good morning, random Swifty girl here. Good morning. Hope y'all have a great day. Thank you. Good morning from dental assistant Kayla. Have a great day. You have a great day, Kayla. Jake, back to your so you were on every dating app, which we've talked about. This isn't necessarily new.
Right.
I realize we're, but I'm just curious, why was Tinder one you were like, out of all of them, why was Tinder one you're like, you know what, I'm not doing that one? I'm curious why that one was the no.
Well, I think there's two real reasons. Reason one, I knew what Tinder was. I think I was looking for something more than just
A booty
Tinder.
call?
Yeah.
Right.
Were you ever just looking for that?
Not really. Like,
Look at you.
something in my
I'm
head.
so proud of
Like
you.
something in my head was like, that would be fun, but
yeah, it would.
But
It'd be fun if we could do it again.
Yeah,
but-
it would
More
be
than
fun.
once?
yeah, but like I just wanted a relationship. But another reason was I had an ex that was on Tinder,
Okay.
and I just didn't want her to know that like I was on there.
Like, what if you matched?
Yeah, like I don't think she would have matched with me, but she was also on for like different reasons. Like she would swipe and like make fun of guys. Like she would like, even like when she was in a relationship, like she would still be on it.
Wow.
Not to like
Wow. What did you just say?
I think we were dating and she was still on it, but she wasn't like actively like looking for anybody, but she was just like swiping and like make fun of people. Yeah,
Jake,
I mean that
Jake, do you know what color that flag is?
yeah, well,
Okay.
Do you know how hard Christian's waving it right now?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm aware. Don't worry.
Is she still on it?
I have no idea. I haven't talked to her in years.
I think we should ask.
I haven't talked to her. That relationship lasted like maybe weeks.
Could you find
it
her?
wasn't
Oh,
really-
this isn't Star.
No.
Jesus Christ.
No, he said it was another relationship.
Yeah,
I
no.
was like, what are we doing here?
No.
All right. We're back. Music's back. Okay. All right. Ooh. I thought you were telling me Star's still on Bumble.
No.
I was like, this cannot be happening. My heart almost stopped.
No, if it was her, I would have been like, you need to bring her in again. I need to talk to her.
This is no good. Yeah, well, no, yeah. If rule of thumb, I think if the girl or guy you're dating is still on dating apps after you've been dating, I think there's a problem.
There is a problem.
Yeah. Now, sometimes you start dating someone, you're still on it. You start went on a couple
But if
dates.
it's casual and
Yeah.
he's kind of dating other people too, then
Exactly.
that's fine.
But when you decide, hey, let's see where this goes. Let's
Then
date.
it's time to take the app off the phone
It's
for a
time
while.
to delete the app. Yeah. Thank God, man. I thought you were saying something.
No.
Okay, so you really weren't interested in just that.
Yeah,
He's a good
I wasn't
boy.
about that
What
one.
kind of success rate did you have with Farmers Only? All
Oh
jokes
no, I
aside,
had zero luck on any of those
were
except
there
for
a lot of hot girls on that?
not really. There was a lot of older women on those sites.
On which
Really?
one specifically?
Farmers Only, Plenty of Fish.
Okay, I get Plenty of Fish because that's Christian based too.
Yeah, I
And I feel like once you get a certain age, like you don't want to deal with all the Tinder chaos. Like you want something more serious.
I feel like Plenty of Fish started out faith-based.
Yeah, I'm
and
not
then it
sure.
kind of took a turn towards Methville. You know what I mean?
I don't know about Methville, but
Eh.
how would you know?
Maybe not meth.
How would you know?
That's one I didn't do. That's
Okay,
one I
then
never
double. How would you know?
did. It's just that one just kind of felt dirty. to
You
me.
also said this about eBay, so I don't know what your batting average is
Touche.
here.
Touche.
Thanks, Mark. The time is 9:17. We've got 70 degrees and cloudy skies in Canton.
All right, everybody, been talking about it for days. The time is finally here. The fully loaded festival coming to Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium right here in Canton, Ohio. Bert Kreischer's tour. It is amazing, and it is going to be here, and we have the pleasure of talking. Bert Kreischer joining the show this morning for a few minutes. Bert, good morning. First of all, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us here in Canton. We really appreciate it.
No, thank you guys. I appreciate it. I started to cleanse last night to get ready for this tour.
Okay.
We partied really hard on this tour. And so I was up all night sweating, getting all my impurities out last night. So I'm getting ready.
All right. Yeah.
All right. So you're getting ready. The tour is getting ready to kick off, like you said. So now you're physically getting ready. This thing is going to be going around. What can everyone in Canton expect when they show up to this festival coming up here this month? Because I know everyone here in Canton is so excited that you're coming. But what are they going to get from you and all your friends when they show up?
Well, here's the thing. This festival is, everyone watched the Tom Brady roast, which, I was on. And everyone, I think the biggest thing, they were like, it was 3 hours long. I didn't think I would like it for 3 hours. And that is exactly what this festival is. I'm bringing the best comics in the country out on the road with me. We do it for ourselves selfishly because it's like summer camp. We have activities. We're going to the Hall of Fame, I think, that day. We have activities planned all day for us. And then we put on like a 4-hour show at an arena or at an amphitheater. And it is bananas. Big J. Okerson, Whitney Cummings, Mark Norman, Chad. I don't know what list is with me because we switch them out.
Yeah.
But legit, we have so much fun that last year they almost put me in rehab. I mean, we have that much fun.
Well, speaking of, all of your friends that you're bringing with you at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium, June 20th here in Canton, you'll have Adam Ray, Big J. Okerson, Cypher Sounds, Dan Soder, Joe DeRosa, Tony Hinchcliffe, Whitney Cummings. I mean, the lineup doesn't get any better than that. And that's kind of where my question comes in. Like, how do you do this? How do you get some of these amazing names to join you on the road and be like, guys, we're going. Who's coming? Is it like that? Or, how does this work?
I'll tell you what's crazy is it really is family. Like these are people I've known longer than the guys I grew up with in high school. I mean, these are like friends of mine, brothers and sisters. Whitney Cummings is like an aunt to my sisters, my daughters. My daughters come out on tour with us. My wife comes out on tour. And I think, the toughest part about this is usually there's someone who's like red hot right as we go out. Like someone just popped and no one wants to follow them.
Mm-hmm.
And this year, it's Tony Hinchcliffe. He destroyed on the roast.
He did.
Oh my gosh.
Everyone's like, all right, so where's Tony going in the lineup? So usually Tony will go right before me. I go last. And it really is spacing out great comics so that everyone crushes. Everyone does 20 minutes. Everyone does their A-list material. Everyone murders. We have musical guests that show up out of nowhere all the time. So we keep it light and loose. This year, where my wife and I are going to try to sing a duet in the intermission
Okay.
of John Prine's song, In Spite of Ourselves. I posted it online. It's the funniest song. But it's loose. It's fun. It feels organic. It's what comedy really is. It's not staged. It's not rehearsed. It's wild, man.
That's got to be a crazy time too. Like all of you guys together, like everybody's funny. Everybody's got this great personality, large personalities, things like that. I can only imagine what it's like after the show. I mean, it's got to be nuts.
Actually, the best compliment I ever got. So like we all wake up at like 10 in the morning. We all go in, we have catering and we have breakfast, and it is all the comics, all sitting at a table, all busting balls for like an hour and a half. Last year, my daughter Georgia was with us, and my daughters have been around comedy, but not as immersed as they are when they go out on tour with us. And my daughter everyone gets up. We're all going to go eat mushrooms and go float down a river on inner tubes. And my daughter Georgia looks at me after breakfast. She goes, "This is amazing." And I said, "What?" She goes, "This is the funniest people in the world, and you guys all don't stop being funny." And I went, "Yeah." And she looks at me and goes, "No wonder you never came home."
I mean, too busy laughing. I mean,
right.
No, but you talk about that. Like you look at all these, like you like the comedy version of all these music festivals that that are here every year. Like, we give away tickets, some of them, like Sonic Temple and things like that. Incarceration. But like you've come up with the comedy version of like a summer music festival. I mean, is it cool to sit back and think and look at it and be like, wow, like me and my friends, look what we've made. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's overwhelming. I'll tell you what. I mean, this is candid. I think anyone that's listening to the show that knows me knows I definitely overshare. But last year we opened it up at Forest Hills at the tennis stadium, and it was sold out. It was amazing. And Shane Gillis came up to me and he was like, "This is overwhelming." He goes, "Can you believe you did this?"
Right.
And I was like, "No, I actually can't." And he goes, "Why did you do this?" And I said, candidly, I feel like if I didn't create this festival, I wouldn't have been invited. so, and I'm just lucky enough to have great relationships with the best comics in the world. And I get them to do this. They're all doing it just out of their love of comedy and being around other comics. And I'm shooting my special for Netflix in July. So I'm gearing up for the special. Right now, I'm road tripping across the country in my tour bus, hitting clubs, doing 2 shows a night, getting ready for the special. And the best part is, like, all the comics will watch my show. They'll punch up my jokes. They'll help me get my hour ready. It really is family. And I grew up in that time when Horde Fest and Lilith Fair and Lollapalooza was around. That's when I was in college. Mm-hmm. And I thought those festivals were so sexy. Great way to see things you've never seen. Going, I love Jane's Addiction, but I want to meet other bands. And then you walk away and you're like, who is Rage Against the Machine? Right. Well, that's what this festival provides. If you're familiar with me, then trust me that I will bring you people you've never seen where you walk away and you go, Dan Soder is the man. Dan Soder's new specials on YouTube. If you're unfamiliar with any of those comics, Google any of them, listen to any of their podcasts, and you will walk away with, and how cool is it? And the coolest thing you can get in life is to become a fan of something new and go like, oh, I want to deep dive it. I want to get into it. And these are all talented individuals who will give you hours of joy. That's all they do. All they do every day, wake up and think, how do I make someone laugh today? It's the most brilliant job in the world.
And God knows we need it these days. So it's really cool what you do. I wanted to talk for a second while we had you. I really, in the last year, gotten into like your podcast and your show on YouTube. And the two that stick out to me the most, I really, really enjoyed. One, because I'm a fan of them, but also was anytime you talk to Jelly Roll, but the one you did was Shine Down. Man, that was you have a way of hosting of doing that show, Bert, that is so personable. Like, it really is like you're just sitting around watching these guys talk, but you just get immersed in it. And it was such a real and just honest, just sit down with you and them and the music and talking about life and things you do with all your guests. And it's really, really, I really do. And I truly enjoy watching, and it's really good how you do it. And it's just a great, great show.
Well, thank you. I think the connective tissue is, like, I'm a pretty real person. You know, I'm married. I have 2 kids. I've talked about everything I ever deal with: anxiety, OCD, drinking. I talk about it openly to everyone. And I think people forget guys like Brent and Zach are real people also. Mm-hmm. And I know that there's all the celebrities shined off on me because I know these guys. I think you get into these real conversations about their struggles and Brent doesn't live and doesn't have a house.
Right.
And he just travels from place to place, hotel to hotel. And Zach's got 2 kids and he's a Grizzlies fan and he loves to barbecue. And like, I think when you whittle down, like Jelly's one of my best friends. And when Jelly shares his struggle with his weight loss, and he did our 5K and it was the first time he'd ever walked further than a mile, and he shares that with people, I think people identify with that struggle. I think there's dudes and women sitting on a couch going, man, I don't know if I could do a 5K. And when Jelly shares like that, and I think, look, when you have intimate relationships with these people, they overshare on these podcasts. And I think that's what people like. I hope that is. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, I cried pretty aggressively on that shot.
Everyone cried on that.
But I love that because it shows that human side and that you're vulnerable too. You've got this funny side, and yes, you can go out and you can kill it on stage, and everybody can have a good time. But at the end of the day, too, you're just like everybody else. you're not unlike, the guys from Shinedown or like Jelly Roll or, whatever. I think that's why it works.
And I think that's the connection fans have with you because they can connect. And
Well,
when
the
people, like you
connection-
said,
It's the connection. It's the same. It's adjacent to the connection you guys have with your fans. Is listen, comedy is really approachable. We share everything on stage, and I think that's the connective tissue with us and our fans. Is people go, oh, that's what I'm going through. I have 2 stupid kids that I'm shocked they got into college. Like, and I think, that's the beauty of comedy. I think comedy's gotten so big right now that I'm just lucky to have been a part of it. I feel like I was a part of the gold rush, and I don't know if I found gold, but I learned how to make Levi's,
on a real quick, one more on that, on a personal note though, just as his friend, how happy were you for Jelly Roll in that 5K and to see what he's done already?
Buddy, there was a moment, me, Bunny, Leanne, and Jelly were holding hands and we crossed the finish line. And Bunny looked at me and said, we were all crying. It was a real accomplishment for Jelly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And she said, you changed his life. And Jelly looked at me sobbing, crying. He said, we're not done with this. I was like, what? And he goes, we're doing a half marathon together. I was like, buddy, that's the endorphins talking. Let's hold off.
Let's all just relax.
Slow down.
We're going to need a bigger boat.
No, it really is. It's just fantastic. It's great to see. And congratulations on all the success you've had. We're looking forward. Fully Loaded Festival, man. FullyLoadedFestival.com to get your tickets. You're going to be doing it at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. I'm sure you guys are pumped for that.
Oh, everyone's so excited. I mean, I got Gillis was calling me. He's like, yo, can I hop on that date? And I'm like, and you get so packed. You get our tour buses. We have 7 tour buses, and they are slam packed with everyone. And the best part, and I can't ever announce this, but I'm good friends with a lot of the musicians out there, as you know, and all of them are reaching out right now, going, yo, I'm on tour. I got a day off. Can I come out and just hang and just party with you guys? And that's the beauty. I mean, any of those people you see on my podcast, everyone's reached out, coming to hop out on a date. And we did it. Jelly did it last year. He just showed up and he's like, yo, can I play some of my songs? And we were like, absolutely.
Right.
This is right before he popped too. Right as he was popping, and the place went bananas. I mean, Nate Bargatze hit me up last year. He's like, yo, I gotta be on one of these dates. And I was like, I won't announce it because that's the fun.
Right.
Bringing out a surprise guest. We did that with Gillis on a couple shows last year. And that's the fun of it. And it really is. I'm really looking forward to it because for me, it's summer camp.
Yeah,
Right.
I can imagine. Yeah,
Right.
like a really fun, amped up, cool summer camp.
But I like that though, Bert, because besides coming out and seeing this amazing night of comedy, you're not saying for sure, but you never know who might walk out on stage.
You never know. All I'll tell you is Yellow Springs is real close.
I see what you did there.
No, I can't say that. Everyone has to know I'm reaching out to Dave. And
Of course.
I think he's in Africa right now, but so I haven't got a text back.
But it is close. So you have a very good point.
Yeah, proximity wise.
Just know that I'll be hammering him up until the day of the whole time going, come on, Dave.
Yeah.
It's right up the road. What are you doing? Oh, man.
Yeah, well, listen, Dave's the best guy in the world. And I know for a fact if Dave ever had the time off, he's the kind of guy that would probably just come and hang.
Yeah.
He's the sweetest. He is, when you meet your celebrities, he is everything you want him to be. The sweetest, most genuine, generous, loving family man. Like, his kids are always around him. His wife's always with him. Like, he's the GOAT, man. He's my GOAT. I love that guy to death.
It's awesome. Bert, what a conversation, man. We can't thank you enough for spending time with us in Canton this morning. And we're looking forward to it, man. Fully Loaded Festival to get your tickets. And it's going to be a great day. And we can't wait for you guys to be in Canton.
I can't wait. I hope to see you guys out at the show. Come backstage, have a beer with us, get to know everyone. And that's the joy of this, is it's real accessible. We want all you guys that have helped us, reach out to the fans, to come back and enjoy the show with us.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Man.
Well, thank you so much, Bert. We appreciate you.
Enjoy your day, man.
Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
All right, Bert Kreischer. Does it get nicer than that?
No.
I told you he's a good.
He's so cool.
What an awesome dude. What an awesome comedian. Wow. I like the tease of possible surprises.
Oh, I love that so much.
He flat out told you he's reaching out to Dave Chappelle.
Oh, yeah. No, I love that so much. He's so down to earth and chill. And these are the guys that you root for. You want guys like Bert Kreischer to just kill it because They're just so cool. You know what I mean? And it's so cool that he knows Shinedown. You know, I mean, we've obviously Shinedown's been on the show a couple of times.
The Jelly Roll story is tremendous. If you haven't watched any videos, seen interviews about that, that was amazing. And
get your tickets, guys. FullyLoadedFestival.com.
Going to be a huge party. It's Post Malone, Morgan Wallen, and some help on Q92. I talked about this for a little bit ago. Lauren, not a fan of this. I understand. What do these scientists really know? What do these people in these rooms really know?
Yeah.
But according to metrics or whatever you want to do, again, Zeus, the dating site that I used back in the day, they found out things that will get you more responses when reaching out to women on this dating app. Listen to this. Messaging and complimenting a girl on her glasses, 39% more responses than normal. Complimenting her eyes, 11% more responses. And 13% if you compliment her tattoo. But glasses, your chances go up 39% that she writes back to you.
How in God's name would you come up with percentages like this? What did you...
I don't know.
Put out a national call. If you've got glasses and eyes...
You look at the...
and you online date, we want to talk to you.
I assume that they can look at everything that gets a response. I imagine they can see everything that goes on in the world of Zeus, I'm sorry. And that they see complimenting with glasses gets more responses. Maybe there's some... I don't know.
Why are they reading people's messages?
Because it's the internet. Everyone does it.
No, they should not be reading those. And Zeus, if it's private messaging and you're getting a compliment,
I don't know.
The only time that Zeus should be reading through those is with the FBI if there's a problem.
Please,
okay?
we're on Facebook. If you say steak, Longhorn shows up in your news feed 2 seconds later. You don't. I mean, if Facebook's allowed, I'm pretty sure Zeus is. And it even says, "Don't be afraid to be a little flirty." Listen to these words that will get you more responses. Man, I'm trying to help. 66% more responses by using the word adorable.
Here we go again.
42%, the word trouble. Oh, you're trouble. Girls like that. Ooh, stop
I know.
it,
They always
Darren.
giggle if you say, because you've got this
Stop
line.
it, Darren, enter.
Yeah, if people are like, Canton, you're like, oh, you're trouble. And they
Canton.
do laugh. They
Yeah.
always laugh.
Well, if a girl says Canton, she'll key your car. 26% more responses if you use the word crush. I've got a little crush on you.
That's better than adorable.
You think?
Yeah.
66%. Yeah.
It goes back to our conversation last week about the difference between the terms hot and cute. Okay. Adorable is something that I would say like to describe pictures of my children when they were little.
I got you.
When they had their Easter best on.
Everyone loves their Easter best. Oh my God, the top rope. And being forced to tolerate extreme conditions. Guests can get sunburn on shade-free beaches or shiver in October wind, getting attacked by bees. I have been to the summer wedding with bees.
I was stung as a flower girl in a wedding by bees.
Yeah.
They went up my dress.
Not good.
And I wigged. I was like 6.
Dude, I get it. I mean, the outdoor wedding looks great on paper.
Yeah.
But you don't know what the weather's going to be that day. And if you got food around, a bunch of bees, it's not fun.
No,
I don't mind chewing a fly. When there's bees.
Yeah, that hurts.
Those sting.
Some people are allergic to them.
So that's the list. What do you guys in the text line have to say about things you hate about weddings as a guest? Someone said assigned seating.
Yeah. Oh
Hate
my
it.
goodness. So awkward.
Children. I have my own, but they stay home, LOL. I know it's not convenient for everyone. And the cocktail hour of waiting. I hate. There are people that do not want kids at weddings. I've been to weddings that had no kids.
We didn't go to a family member's wedding just this past year, just a few months ago in Florida, even though we're very close with them because they said no children.
Even your age kids in high school?
My kids are 50. At the time, they were 15 and 17, and they still.
I understand.
So we didn't make the trip.
I got you. Text line, the people. That's what I hate at weddings. The awkward, forced socialization at tables. See, you know me. You're going to sit me at a table with a bunch of people I don't know? I'm not going to say anything.
It's only happened to us a couple of times. Most of the time, we know at least a few other people there, so we get sat at their table, which is ideal.
Yeah.
And we have such a big family that if our whole family is invited, we take our own table, so it's all good.
Yeah.
But in the few instances that we've had to sit with other people, it is incredibly awkward because you're like, oh, how do you know? Do you know the bride or the groom?
Okay.
Right. And then you've got to start with this chit chat that just nobody wants.
What do you do? It doesn't matter. Right. Text message, brides and bridezillas I hate at weddings.
We had one of those too.
Text message, paying for them. I have 5 daughters. Money sign, money sign, money sign, money sign.
Holy crap.
God bless you. God bless you, sir.
Yeah, that's expensive.
That adds up, doesn't it? Good Lord. They want $250K for a house in the hood of Alliance. Listen, I lived in Alliance, and I actually enjoyed living in Alliance.
There's some really nice areas out here.
I had a house in Alliance, and I thought it was I had no problems, no issues. I did find a Walgreens shopping cart in my yard one day when I came home from work. I will say that happened. Other than that, the apartment complex was pretty much quiet next to me. The older couple next to me on the other side, they were lovely. The car wash always gave me entertainment. You know what I mean?
You got to watch a music video get shot there.
I did see a rap music video get shot there. It was fantastic.
Right. You had a front row
I still remember that.
Yeah.
They were on the hood. I was hearing the music, and that was not weird for me because a lot of people blast their music when they're cleaning their car out. So that wasn't odd to me. I do that.
I turn my car on while I'm cleaning it.
I've heard country music, hip hop, hard rock. I've heard it all when I lived in that house in Alliance. But I just happened to get up because the bass was really thumping. I was like, oh. I looked up, and then I see like the girl and the guy, and they're dancing, and the guy's running around him with the camera. I was like, wow.
Did you then tape them taping the video?
No, I didn't. I should have.
Yes.
I should have. I saw a car wreck at that car wash.
Oh, boy.
That was fantastic.
What? What?
A couple. No, I'm not kidding. I watched this happen. A couple. I started to hear shouting. I got a couple minutes. I heard shouting. So I'm like, oh, well, my windows are open. Let's see what we can see.
Nosy Nancy
You know,
over
so
here
I look
speaking.
across the street, and I see a mother who got out of her car yelling at a couple that are in the car wash stall.
How did you know it was a mother?
Because I saw her. She got out of the car.
Does she just look like a mother, or she had a kid?
Totally like a mother.
Okay.
100% like a mother.
Okay.
She was yelling, and I heard things back and forth, but I couldn't. I made out a few F words, but I heard,
Bicycles powered by Stark Parks and Q92.
There it is, your cue to call. Tomorrow morning, we're giving away his and hers Brimstone bikes. You can win them if you're a finalist. Final day to become one. Here we go. Caller number 10 right now. 330-450-9292. It's all powered by our friends at Stark Parks, your summer fun destination. And Brimstone Bicycles. Visit their online store today at brimstonebicycles.shop. And for those of you who also want to give yourself one more chance to become a finalist, Lauren, you know what they got to do.
Yeah, they just need to head over to Facebook, YouTube, or X. Find that video live stream where you see Christian, Jake, and I live in the studio. Give it a like, drop a pizza emoji, and we're going to pull our very last finalist for the morning show here in about 7 minutes.
Coming up, do it right now. It's Q92. A molecular biologist made headlines for his highly controversial artificial womb concept. This is what he originally...
Artificial wound?
Womb.
Oh, womb.
This is what he originally became. You're like, what the hell are you talking about? He has a new design, the world's first head transplant system.
Get out of here.
Hashem Al-Ghalia, a Dubai-based scientist and filmmaker. He's now aiming to help push forward the idea of transplanting a head onto a donor body for people suffering from cancer or paralysis. He recently released a video explaining the tech, which dubs Brain Bridge. It's getting a lot of attention online.
I understand that, but once you sever the nerves in the neck and everything, aren't you paralyzed from the waist down?
Brain Bridge's proposed head transplantation process involves attaching a patient's head onto a brain-dead donor body with the goal of preserving the patient's consciousness, memories, and cognitive ability.
I call BS.
He said the procedure could be available within 8 years.
You want to know how we end up with zombies?
Thanks to the integration of advanced robotics and AI.
This is how we end up with zombies. Real life zombies.
Not zombies. Cyborgs.
Whatever.
We're gonna get cyborgs. That's worse to me. Cyborg, you can't shoot a cyborg. Ting. There's metal, but you see RoboCop?
You can bomb them.
Gonna be a bunch of RoboCops running around. Be a
No, I
bunch
was
of Johnny
thinking
Number
RoboCop.
5, Short Circuit.
Yeah.
Remember that movie?
I do.
There's
That
a
was the
throwback.
old one.
Number 5 is alive. You're like, what the hell? I'm telling you, cyborgs. This to me is cyborgs. RoboCop is going to happen.
This is not good.
I don't think. And again, this is coming from someone who has no expertise in anything really. So I have nothing to base this on. But I don't see how you're going to take a head and put it on another human's body. But I could see you taking that head and putting it on some type of exoskeleton robotic body, aka RoboCop in real life. I could see that. That to me is more believable than
what's his name?
Than I die and Jake needs a body and they cut his head off and put it on my body.
Yeah.
I could see a lot more if they put. I'm a robot.
There's so many loopholes here. I mean, because what if you're 87 years old and you have a bad heart, and you want a transplant or something like that, but you still have the same shell and a bad heart. You see what I don't know. Like,
imagine having like an 80-year-old head on a 25-year-old body.
Oh, that'd be weird.
That'd be awesome.
Like a banging body and like really old looking face.
Get over here, whippersnapper. Huh? What else did
Look at
Dr.
that.
Frankenstein have to say? Someone said on the text.
Exactly.
Just telling you what I was reading. Again, with the integration of advanced robotics and artificial intelligence, he thinks in 8 years.
No.
He can have this ready to go.
He's delusional, and someone gave him a head transplant, and that's why he's not making any sense. I'm sorry. How long did it take us to do the first facial transplant? And that didn't go. I mean, it happened, but they didn't look normal.
Well, someone had to be patient. One, you know what I mean. Your cookies don't come out great the first batch you ever make. You got to get.
Sometimes they do.
You got to get good at it. Okay, well, that guy kind of messed up his first batch. Okay, what are you gonna do? I'm sure he's better now. But I'm telling you,
I don't see people in the news getting face transplants all the time.
Cyborgs. I'm telling you, cyborgs. This could happen.
No, I say
I'm going to
zombies.
put this. You can't make a zombie because you're not going to put a human body on another human. You're just not. You know how long you'd have to be sitting there connecting nerves and stuff and testing them out?
That's why when you said this, I was like, wait a second. There would be paralysis involved.
How much would it screw with your mental status to wake up with someone else's body, tats, piercing, etc.? I don't know.
Yeah,
if it was your only option, if it was that or death or paralysis.
Well, you're already going to have paralysis because they're going to go shunk, chop your head off and put a new one on.
Listen, I don't have the logistics. I just know he thinks he can do it. But now, to me, that tells me cyborgs will happen. Now I'm putting cyborgs in the same pile as the dinosaurs will be back.
Which is also bad news.
And robots will take over the world.
20 years is going to have people with different heads on their bodies and dinosaurs wreaking havoc.
Real quick, because we're late. But here's a positive. Let me give you a positive spin. Because I do believe the robots and AI are going to try to take over. But if we get to this technology and we get enough people to become cyborgs, we'll have like robots, good robots, with human stuff that will fight on our side against the robots. Is going to about do it for us here this morning. Congratulations to Cheryl from Massillon. She was caller number 10. She became a finalist for those his and hers brimstone bicycles we're giving away tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock on the show. If you're a finalist, make sure your phone's on and by you at 8 o'clock tomorrow. We're calling one of you. But before we get out of here also, Lauren, we have people go over and put the like button on the live video stream of the show today and put the pizza emoji in the comments section through to pay off.
It is a good day for Sarah Birchfield Sweat.
There you go. Sarah, all that stuff. You are now a finalist. We're going to be reaching out to you, get your info, and maybe you'll get a call from us tomorrow morning. Now, you're not done yet. You're like, oh, man, how am I going to become a finalist? You still got chances today with Nicolina. You still got chances with Keller this afternoon, and you still got some chances with Ryan tonight. So keep listening to Q92. Keep listening for that cue to call. Be caller number 10 when you hear it. We're calling somebody tomorrow morning give those bikes away. How cool is that? Thank you to Georgia Paxos from the Greek Fest for coming down to talk to us here today. Thank you to Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame for joining us like he does every week. And a huge thank you to Bert Kreischer, the comedian, joining us. Fully Loaded Comedy Festival coming to Canton, Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. What an awesome interview.
Yeah, get your tickets, fullyloadedfestival.com. We're so excited that he's coming here. What a cool guy.
If you guys missed that interview, and he covered a lot of awesome stuff in it.
Yeah, he did.
You can obviously rewind the show, but we're going to post it separate. We're going to post it again, the video.
Just the interview.
Just the interview.
I think it's
you guys
so cool.
Can go and listen to it.
Not only is he friends with all these comedians and maybe hinted at the fact that he's been trying to get a hold of Dave Chappelle, but he's also really good friends with Jelly Roll. Talked with us a little bit about getting him to do that 5K, what it was like at the finish line, and kind of divulged some behind the scenes details about that. And also our good friends from Shinedown. Talking about that a little bit. So I love that not only is he a comedian, he's a really, really down to earth guy, but he's got a lot of ties to the music industry too, which is cool.
Everything. He's into everything, and he's a really cool guy. That's gonna be what a party that's gonna be on the 20th. We're out of here. Like I said, Nicolina in here next. Thank you guys for the text, the phone calls, for listening, for streaming, for watching. We appreciate you guys. Your live and local morning show, part of your live and local radio station and locally owned radio station, might I add.
Yep.
So we're out of here.
We are. We're going to see you guys tomorrow. We had a jam-packed show today. I'm sure tomorrow is going to be just as busy.
We'll talk to you again tomorrow morning. Speaking of Bert Kreischer's friends, here's Shinedown, Symptom of Being Human on Q92.